still there. The anticipation is there because that's all about who the artist is. People want, like, people are anticipating the next Jay-Z album, and we don't even know if Jay-Z's working on the album. You feel me? Like, I jokingly, one of my boys was DJing last night, and he played that last Mystical Mark Ronson record. I'm anticipating the Mystical album, and Mystical can't stay out of trouble. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the anticipation is always there. It's just a matter of, is the marketing aspect there for it as much? I think.
Yeah. So, okay, wait, hold on. I got to ask you the direct Bionic, because you're making a good point. But this is what I'm saying. There's a dope new R&B artist, right, that's about to drop a record tonight at midnight. I don't know their name. You don't know their name. My question is there enough marketing done, advertising done? How do they grab your attention is what I'm saying. To even let's take it a week ago. Let's go a week ago. They're going to drop it next Friday. Right? Today's Wednesday. Next Friday, they got it going. Like, is there enough energy being drummed up for the average artist that's going to say, yo, and you were like a musical guy, right? So let's just say it's a Baby Bruno or something on that level, right? How do they get your attention is what I'm saying. Or are they doing, maybe they do enough to get your attention. You know what I mean? Or could more be done? That's what I'm asking.
Okay, so right now, I've been doing a lot of research on, like independent music, promotion. And we're so used to what the old school first week sales, right? That's what we're used to. Thinking first week sales, we need numbers, boom, 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 boom. As an independent artist, you cannot hands down compete with, a major label. Okay. So what they're trying to, from what I've been looking at, they're like, look, man, just run the course of playlists and play the slow burn role. Like, do the slow bubble, because you do not have the money to advertise. This dude made a valid point that I didn't even fucking think about. Y'all know how they run Facebook ads, right? And they be like, yo, Facebook ads, like 20 cents an ad, or 20 cents a click, whatever. Dude said, why would you waste your money on Facebook ads? Because for every one person that sees it, you will not make your money back off of a fucking single play on your album. Think about it.
Right.
If you're making 0.001 cents per play, but you're paying 20 cents per click, you're not making your money back.
But that's true. That is true. And one thing I'll say, I agree with that, because I remember back in the day when an album was dropping, people used to just be excited to wait in the line to go in and then cop that CD and meet the artist. It ain't the same interaction. Like, I remember back in the day when Hove and everybody was just dropping albums and people just knew going to Virgin Mega, you're going to see them, you're going to get the energy, you're going to feel the love to just make you want to buy everything in the store. It's not that same feeling. The purchasing experience is not the same feeling. Anybody can go online and download music, but it's a difference when you're waiting in line to be a part of the festivities.
Definitely. It is different.
That's very true.
And essentially, Queen is saying, like, you can gain a fan, and she's 1,000% right. You can gain a fan, but essentially it's like it's just playing the game smart and playing the long game.
Wait, by the way, whoever got the phones in the background, let's put the phone on mute, please. That's all. When you talk, by all means, take it off mute. But if you got noise in the background, let's mute it until you talk. Go ahead.
Yeah, like Lil TJ ain't the average indie artist. You know what I'm saying? So for him, it's going to be a little different. But it's essentially, it's like a lot of these artists that don't have these big budgets have to kind of play the playlist route, have to kind of go the Digiwaxx route. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me plug in with these DJs. I rock with them. They have playlists on Spotify or on Tidal or on Apple Music. And that's how I maneuver my way through. And it's kind of like a slow burn, a slow buildup. As far as the whole advertising marketing aspect of things, especially, with albums, like people still do buy albums, but you're generally not going to make that money back. So you're not going to see those huge budgets going out to flood marketing aspect.
Yeah. Right. I agree with you, brother, and the sister before you. The game is different. Back then, in the 90s, you had probably like 20 or 30 artists that come out for that year. And like you brothers and sisters were talking about, those same 20 or 30 artists, we were all anticipating for those albums to drop. But now we in the generation where, it's beyond 20 artists, it's like 20,000 artists that drops a year. So the game is pretty much, it's a different approach. It's good and bad. It's good and bad. That's the good part, is good, but the bad part is the bad part. But you just got to maneuver your way and find your niche and hope and pray that you get the right person to back your music. But really, that's really what it is. It's a lot of, I don't want to say competition, because competition been around since day one.
It's oversaturated.
That's the word, brother, right there. The game is oversaturated.
Or it's a lot of variety.
So my question comes down to this. The game is oversaturated, right? Or so we think. But my question to everybody is, how do you stand out? How do you build that anticipation as a new artist that has a quality project?
You hit on Digiwaxx. You hit up CL at Digiwaxx and you book an interview. And then you go to the Digiwaxx
Clubhouse. The Digiwaxx playlist.
That's all you gotta do.
Like, that's what you do. That's what you do. Like, that's what it is.
And not only that, I think also too, more importantly, I feel like this is the time to be able to make that culture shift. Everybody wasn't ready for the internet. When the internet game, like people that was ahead of technology 10 years ago knew they was going to come up. They knew it. Right. 10 years ago today, they knew they was going to come up. While we talking about vinyl and listening to, battles on the radio, they was preparing for this takeover. We wasn't prepared to reinvent ourselves to compete and capitalize off the takeover. So now that it's here, it's been here. It's like, what do we do next? So now we have to reinvent the wheel to allow it to fit.
Okay, I'm not trying to cut you off. I want to play another record, but I want to come back to this thing because ultimately, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to crack a code on how do you get attention so that people care to want to check your music before your date. So I'm gonna play it.
Believe it or not, let me just say this: it can be done. People just have to be open to take that risk of doing it. And that's where people are pigeonholed.
So check it out, Shirley. Go ahead. Okay, listen. Let me play the record. We're going to come back on. We're going to talk this out. Think about some solutions, though, because ultimately that's what it's about. How do you grab the attention of strangers so they can? Before we get back into the topic, that's Ricky, the song's called Heartbreaking. She's actually a new artist on Murder Inc. Murder Inc. on the comeback. I know. Wow. Queen, your eyes like, I don't know. Thoughts. Let's what y'all think about the song?
I'm going to pull a DJ Immortal on this one. And I'm going to say that the song itself is okay. I can't get past the production of the record. Right. And when I say that, I mean like the drums and the piano.
Exactly.
Like if you give me a richer piano sound, like a more realistic piano sound, and you give me more drums.
It sounds like the Casio.
Then it'll be a different. It sounds like a Murder Inc. record from.
It sounds dated. It sounds dated. It sounds dated. Exactly.
Yeah.
The song itself is fine. It's just the piano needs to be swapped out, and them drums need to be swapped out.
Come on, Irv.
Hey, shout out to DJ Immortal.
That's crazy. I was just thinking about Murder Inc. and that's crazy. I was just thinking about Murder Inc. I was not even 72 hours ago. I was just thinking about what happened to Murder Inc. And that's crazy Brother CL dropped an artist from Murder Inc. That's confirmation.
You said what happened to Murder Inc.?
I mean, like y'all said, you're right. I was just thinking about them. Brother CL dropped a new artist by Murder Inc. That's confirmation. But it's crazy how even Murder Inc., a big label, still gotta go through the grapevine to try to push their artists. I mean, Murder Inc., they still gotta go through people like CL to push a record. And that's very important because a lot of these people with budgets and money, they're not gonna give people like us the proper props. They're not gonna give us the proper respect. They're gonna just wanna just run us. But look at Murder Inc. They still need to use the basic tools to push their artists. But that's another thing. A lot of these people not gonna give CL his respect. They're not gonna give me, you, and all of us on this platform our respect until you become quote unquote that artist. You know what I mean? But that's crazy, man. I guess you just gotta still, like CL said, you gotta crack the code. It's funny that we were all thinking about what to say next, but that's really what it is. You gotta just crack the code, man. You gotta just somehow, you gotta just keep fucking with it. You know what I mean? That's just really what it is.
And I agree. Cracking the code is not really difficult because you gotta look at as far as the culture change. The biggest way to crack the code is understanding the culture change. Today, when you look at this generation, everything is a thrill. Everything is about excitement. If you look at from the way the music is being done, what's being promoted on IG, once people can understand the conception of that, then you're going to win. It's like, okay, how do I compete? I look at what's going on because remember, the trends are going to change. Even when we get old,
right.
Grandkids, great-grandkids, this is just part of the culture that has been created and given by what they know. But the way you crack the code is you complement the culture and give them exactly what they want, but do it better because everything is viral. Everything is instant gratification. Anybody dropping music, they put it on Instagram. Anything happening, they put it on Instagram.
So I agree with that. Also think what I'm suggesting is that obviously is not enough.
I got something to say about that. Co-signing collabs always help as far as new artists.
Yes, and that's what this culture does. Look at the history of every project.
Well,
that's real.
Yeah, I think if you can get it, if you the right co-sign or collab. Go ahead, Queen. I'm sorry.
A lot of people like underground. A lot of things, like some people could be watching you and they may not like. And everybody is not an active participant on social media. You got the people that'll scroll through everything and will never hit a like. That's part of our culture too. They like the underground. I've seen people come into Paradise. Like I get a lot of people like, oh, I see your mixes. They don't say like, they won't say anything, but they'll be there faithfully to hear something or to hear the music that I'm going to play because it's underground. It's not popular. It's something that, oh, she got this underground. She got something new. And that's what a lot of the young kids I notice is what they like. And sometimes we have so much metrics available. We think that, okay, if they got 1 million views or they have 10,000 people that friends on Instagram, it's going to equate to people coming through the door. That doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah, but
it doesn't happen.
I agree with you. But look at it like this.
I'm not disputing you. I'm just saying that's just
a lot of stuff is fluff, right? So let's be honest. When we talk about quality over quantity.
Exactly.
We talk about what's really quality in music, and it's easy to you can fake numbers on almost everything if you want to. I'll be honest with you. I work in a world where we can easily manipulate things to make them look like something. But if you really don't got the vibe, it's just not going to last. It is what it is. Hey Mo, what's happening? You just jumped in the middle of a crack the code about music debate.
So So there's two. My bad, CEO.
Right.
There's two ways of looking at it.
You're right.
One way I look at it is like essentially there is a code, but there isn't a code. And the reason why I say that is if the code was crackable, certain people would never flop. Certain labels wouldn't be in trouble. Certain artists wouldn't be, blase, so wishy-washy as far as how they do things. That's one side of it. Okay. The other side of it is we're in it. It's a way that Queen just stated. You have to figure out how to engage people. Engagement is your key. And we say quality over quantity. Like something that I do is that, I've told y'all before on Fridays, I add like everything that comes out on my Spotify list. I add it all. And I just play through it throughout the week. And when I find something that I think people don't know about, I post about it and I tag about 20 people. And I'm like, yo, check this out. Because just like we talked about cosigns, there are people out here, and we all see it, especially if you're on Facebook. You see people all the time. Hey, what's good to watch on Netflix? Hey, what new music are y'all listening to? Because they're too afraid to go out and find it for themselves. They want to be told what's good. And even then, they may not necessarily agree with you, but they're too scared to go out and do it themselves and find it themselves. It's funny to me that people always talk about being force-fed and programmed, but those same people want to be force-fed and programmed. They just don't want you to tell them that they are.
That's a fact. So, now, wait, let me just cut everybody close because I ain't gonna lie. Our first guest just jumped in, and she's a legend, and she's mad humble but mad dope. I met her in Baltimore on a radio station. I think it was X something back in the day.
X1057.
X1057, yo.
Period.
Yo, but you were the star of the station. Like, to be honest with you, she carried the entire station. And I look at it like people that have like the multi-talented talents, somebody that can easily grab your attention, whether it's through music, whether it's through talking, whether it's them writing for somebody else or appearing on another record, making others shine. Like, listen, I gotta say, you helped artists like Fabulous elevate. You know what I'm saying? Records with Missy and so on and so forth. So put your hands together. We got a little more in the building. We're gonna give it up for you.
Thank you.
I already know what it is.
Right.
So Mo, man, how have you been? What you been up to? How's life?
All is well my way. I mean, the weather's nice today. We finally breaking in the spring. It's 75 out. But I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta work. So I'm on here with y'all. But as soon as we log off, I'm going outside. Period. But no, life is good. Everybody went through a tumultuous year, whether you was working, whether you was at home. It was just a lot, with the pandemic. So with everybody just getting back on the scene and just making their way out of, I would say, which was a universal house arrest. I think mentally, I'm focused. Emotionally, I'm still healing. Physically, I'm fit. Financially, the bag is up. I'm ready just running around. And, I'm just glad to be back on the scene because I like the conversation y'all was having. I was like, oh, this is lit. This is my type of talk. Because the industry has changed drastically, even from before when I was like, just featuring stuff with Missy and stuff. But nowadays, like, you really have to be active. If you ain't active, nobody ain't checking. Before, you had a label that did it and you had middlemen and you would trust your baby, your album, your career in the hands of people that don't even sing. Now the fact that I'm doing it by myself, me and my manager, we literally on these calls, answering these emails, out here hitting the streets. I don't trust people with my kids, so I'm not trust people with my career. It's up, it's stuck because I want it to be. My team wants it to be. So that's how I'm living right now.
Beautiful. Word. And that's good to hear because the conversation before really was about cracking the code. And we talk about these things a lot on here. Like, how do you actually grab attention and all of these things? And that's what you stepped in the middle of, which is a good thing. And I think, as an independent artist, and like you said, having your career, your destiny in your own hands, you sort of want to know, like, There's no perfect
What's
formula.
the trick? Yeah, like what's how could you get to the next level? What's the way in? People always want to know, how do people blow up? How do you get your song on TikTok? How do you get your subscribers? How you run them YouTube numbers up? How you get your Instagram followers to check? Now, one thing I would say about me, and which is a blessing, is I came from the era where we had fans. So if you have fans, you keep them core fans and you keep on, you got to keep on pumping that blue magic to them. So my fans love music. So I realized, but I'm an all-around entertainer. Like you said, I did radio, I did TV. So I can give you different aspects. So even when I'm not recording, you're going to hear me somewhere. When you don't hear me somewhere, you're going to see me somewhere. So I knew how to, maneuver through the vulturistic music industry. So cracking the code, it really isn't rocket science, but a lot of people think, well, how much I got to pay? It was called payola then, period.
That's right. That's right.
Let's just call it what it is. They called it promo, but it was called payola. So now it's just like when you get them emails or them bots be like, hey, you want your Instagram follow, you want to run them numbers up, but then you got people checking like, okay, they got 1 million viewers and followers over here, but when it's time, you should at least be able to sell this amount if you got this many people checking, but you have to be engaging. So even if you bought any of that, you still got to work. You can't just be thinking, oh, okay, well, I pay for this, so they're going to run it up. It don't work like that. If you don't work, it ain't going to work out.
That's a good question. Little Mo, let me ask you a question, because this is a question I wanted to propose to CL, but I can ask you because you are an artist. You saw the traditional of like going, people went to the stores, they bought your albums. Now today, you watching people going platinum.
Yeah.
And I'm like saying to myself, how like it's
how
like,
yeah.
Right. Like you remember back in the day how it is when your album dropped, you knew whatever town you go to, when you did your promo, you knew people were going to cop.
Yes.
I'm sitting here saying today, when I look at these projects where people are going platinum, I'm like, how are they going platinum off of internet? I couldn't understand it. Like, I just couldn't understand it. Now I physically know when I go and buy an album back in the store, I see a line. But today I just didn't understand how do that renewers today with artists who are just coming out the gate. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you mean. Me and my team had the same discussion, and this is what we always talk about. This generation, people may not want to admit it, they've learned to work smarter and not harder. So you ain't got to go to the store. All you got to do is pick up that phone, click, or if you already have a subscription with Tidal, Apple, iTunes, whatever it is, you can automatically just push a button and go. They was preparing us for that before because we had the Napsters. Remember, we had bootleggers. We had so much stuff that we had so many middlemen and red tape that we had to go through. We actually made it easier for this generation to go platinum. All you got to do is throw it up, twerk a little something, put out a hit song. Next thing you know, you got 1 million views, you consider platinum. So streams are considered platinum now, which is which is smart because it eliminated physical copies. Back then, I remember they would go off of, pre-sales or projected sales. So artists would be like, oh, we sold 200,000 our first week because you can pre-order the album. Now, whether they went and picked it up or paid for it personally, that's what they went off. So you would be like, yeah, we sold 250 our first week. How much you sell? Now it's not how many physical copies you sell. How many streams you got, sir? How many TikTok people challenges you got, which I've learned and I've heard from higher ups that said, well, the average expectancy lifespan of a TikTok challenge is 120 days. So you got 4 months to run it up before something else comes up. And that's for the big songs, like the ones that really keep on going, like, because some people, they get a week and they be like, well, what happened? Which, even though I said that's a smarter way of working, because you gotta, what do you call it? People don't sit no more. This is beyond microwave generation. If we don't catch you in the first 15 seconds, it's a dub. Nobody cares. That's why TikToks and them challenges and reels, that's why they're coming out of shorter ways to keep your attention. Remember, Instagram you could do the IGTV. Nobody wants to sit there. I ain't reading all that. I ain't watching all that. So now you got 15 seconds to make me want to buy into your product. Before we had to get on the road. Now all you got to do is say, hey, what's up? Go get my junk, load it up, put it on the sponsor page and hope people run it up. So it really cut out all the middlemen, but you have to work or it's not going to work. It's not going to be believable. And people like, you're not going to pull the wool over our eyes no more, but you did not sell that. I'm working. So I'm really selling and pushing all the units and all the streams and all of that's why my first and second albums are streaming because I was like, ain't nobody buying no albums no more. Them shits don't even exist. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this joint on streaming. So we're gonna run it up.
So I think one of the things I wanted to say, and if you can please, yeah, so Memo's out there in the hood. I don't know what he's doing over there, you know.
Okay.
That's my man. Memo's out there.
Whatever he is, it's up.
Yeah, listen, don't put the dead body that close to the train. You know what I'm saying? But what I was saying is, what you were talking about, Mo, is like mastering attention and the attention economy, right? So that's really what it comes down to. So you're saying, hey,
attention seeker and attention span, because there's two attentions. There's people who seek their attention, and then there's what's the average attention span of the people that you want to get the attention of.
Got you.
That's fair.
I got a lot of questions. I got more questions, but I don't want to like bombard you right now. I want to talk about the single, and then I want to come back because they got all these new attention tools, and I want to know what you're rocking with. But let's talk about the single.
Broken Heart. Yes, it's out now. It's available on all streaming platforms. Thank you so much for everybody that's been showing love thus far. Like, it's really to the point that love is keeping me current, it's keeping me focused, and it's keeping me lifted up. I honestly knew that getting back in the game, just like with everything, if you're an NBA player, you get injured and you have Achilles, even though you might be the star player coming back, like you got to work through your injury. So I took some time off. I had to get myself together. I had to get my life together. It was a lot of BS that I had to make sure that was cleared out the way. Not saying that it's gone and I ain't come back to be perfect, but I want people to know that I'm still real and I'm still very effective. And I'm a motivational tool, honestly, because I have the game that I learned back in the day, but I have the go-getter spirit and the attitude, because these young kids is running. They are running the bag up. They somewhere partying every night. We call them walkthroughs. They having whole concerts and shows, and because outside not all the way open. So you got to get it the best way you can. So I'm not mad at nothing nobody is doing. I just realized you don't have to get in to fit in and you don't have to compete, but you have to put the medicine with the candy. So I got to give them classic Little Mo, but I got to realize music has changed from when I was singing Superwoman. It's whole new sounds out here. So I got to make sure that we level in the playing field, giving you the best of me, but giving you the greatest part that y'all ain't never seen before. So Broken Heart is a record that I know a lot of people not used to. They used to me singing empowerment songs, from Superwoman and wedding songs to Forever and thought songs and side chick songs, Can't Let You Go, and Write Your Nigga in Jail, Put It On Me, and anthems for the niggas. We got the Hot Boys and everything that I was a part of. I'm still that, but there's a new part of me that I'm introducing to this generation, but I'm letting my core fans know I ain't forget about them. So A Broken Heart, it was just basically a culmination of everything for the time I took off up until now, introducing a new sound and a new reinvented version of me. I don't have to be singing all over the place no more, because everybody already know the voice still there. But at the same time, I want to be therapeutic. I want to be healing. We all coming out of something. I'm not saying we still going through it, because if you still going through it, then you know what I'm saying, that's between you and God. But we're coming out of I ain't never been in no pandemic before. So I don't know I ain't never been on house arrest before. I haven't been on punishment since I was a kid. So I realized coming at it is your mind got to be different. And I realized I want to catch more flies with honey. So me and the team sat down, me and my manager Wu sat down, was like, this is the best way to get people in, let them know, you know what I'm saying, righting all my wrongs. But then the next record that we got coming is still up. But Broken Heart, it's just like, you got to get to the place where you realize you ain't the only one, sis. You ain't the only one, bro. You gotta pick up your pieces and keep running. If you stay in that place of sympathy and solitude, you gotta do that by yourself. I'm not looking for sympathy, but I know I have to be compassionate and empathetic to everything. People gave me grace, because I know the things I said. I know the things I did. I know the people I ran down now. I know the people I was just like, yo, you're not gonna fucking play with me. But it's just a way to change the narrative. So Broken Heart is just like, it's therapy. It's not that my heart's still broken, because I'm gonna come out pure as gold, but that diamond had to go through, you know what I mean? She had to go through it to grow and grow through it.
I love it.
Thank you.
All right, let's play it, man. Straight up.
Let's
Shout out
go.
to DJ on here. It's Little Mo, Broken Heart.
It's a vibe.
Crazy.
Thank
Crazy.
you. Thank you.
Crazy.
Beautiful record.
Crazy. Welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm happy we got technology because DJs can play that now. You know what I mean? If you was at Electra, they wasn't making vinyl for that. You know what I mean? But now we can take the file.
Oh, we gotta do and mass blast it. Look at God. Won't he make your work smarter and not harder? That's why I'm like, I love technology. Remember you used to have to, when they used to have what was the Nextel page, you used to have to do like this so you could send stuff. Now all you gotta do is click send and it's up. Period. You can have it everywhere. So I'm not mad at it, but you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for the love on that. I really appreciate that because you know
fire.
I'm back.
Like that's fire. It's original, and you know that's the thing. That's the thing about music. And we were talking about this earlier. You know, quality over quantity. Yeah, that's cool, but people usually fade themselves out. But music like that is pure. It's original. Is the singing is amazing. The music is amazing. The arrangement. You're talking about something like that. You know, that's the thing about music. Music like that going to always, you know, is going to overtop everything else before the quantity, because quality is going to always be quantity. Exactly. You know what I mean? And that's a prime example of that song right there. Like, you know, I mean, we all know Little Mo, you know, beautiful singer, beautiful woman. But beyond that, if we didn't even know you, that would still be dope. You know what I mean? Like, if we didn't even know who you are, you're very welcome. That's dope. That's fire. And another thing, that's what we were talking about earlier, the good and the bad. You know, the bad thing is, of course, the labels, they're not giving out budgets. They're not really signing as many artists. You know, bad. But the good thing is we got people like Brother CL, where you can give your record to him and he can shoot it to those different avenues, those different outlets, those different options, you know, and yeah, that's dope. Like CL said, if Electra probably would have told you, nah, don't put that out. You got to wait like 2 years to put that out.
They told me not to put Superwoman. They told me not to put Superwoman 2 out. Thank God I ain't listened.
I was just gonna say, you know, one of the beautiful things is that you I'm hard-headed. You are independent and you can do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You could do what you want to do and you can support that in the most realist way. You know what I mean? Because I think that song is a big song. And the reason I say that, right? That is like a mainstream message, you know.
And that's what we going after. But people got to realize that, you know, one thing I realize is that I'm coming back, so I got to get it out the mud. I can't just expect them to just be like, oh, that's Lil Mo, we gonna add it. It's like, no, I want it more than anybody wants to give it to me. That's why I'm just like, yo, where the DJs at? Because y'all are the doctors to everyone's ears and heart. So without y'all, I don't know why these artists think that just posting it up makes it pop. No, you got to get on these calls and be like, yo, this is the way we try to go. I need y'all to help me get there, period. So y'all always in somebody's ear. Y'all always on somebody, like at a party, at a damn wedding, like the most monumental places in life always has a DJ. Your wedding, your graduation, everything, a quinceañera or whatever, like any sweet 16, anything that's life-changing, a funeral, the repast, everywhere that is something that's definitive and that is like a defining moment, you need the DJs to show you love. So the fact that y'all feel that on a level, because y'all know I got them bops, but now it's like, I know I can make people bop, but now it's time to make people think and realize you gotta push through. So Broken Heart is actually the segue to my album, Savage Heart, because it's like, we got some shit with this album, because now finally, with being independent, I don't have to listen to the label saying, well, maybe you should, or that might be too cocky of a statement, or that sounds a little bit too, we don't want you to scare the consumer. Now I can wear my braids. Now I can have my tattoos hanging out. Everything I wanted to be and do that was suppressed, now that shit on top. So I'm glad that I waited and I trusted the process and I ain't give up and I kept on pushing through, because everything that people said I wasn't going to be, I became, and now I'm going to be more. For the simple fact is that I didn't listen to the negativity. And that's the whole movement too. Like, we in a positivity zone. It ain't always perfect, because we still on go. But at the same time, you got to realize that the narrative has to change, and it has to start with me.
So
that's what's up, Lomo. I really appreciate the song, and more importantly, I appreciate the growth, because at the end of the day, when you look at the pinnacle of music, the DJ is the plug. That would never change.
Period.
It would never change. And when people understand that, I think that it allowed DJs to go back into the original plan. The original plan was, when you want a record to be told, want a record to be heard, you go to your DJ, whether it was in a record store, whether it was in your mom's house, in your cousin's house. There was always a DJ, and that's good that you come in, as you drop your project, you're taking it to the traditional format that was originally created, because it's not going to go nowhere.
And we doing it ourselves. Me and my manager I don't got no middleman. Like, I have people that are just like, yo, I could get it out to you, because I don't have everybody's email address. A lot of emails done changed. It's new people in the system, and it's new ways, to move around. But at the end of the day, it's like, make the connection. So I'm glad I'm making that connection. A lot of people let that go over their head, because a lot of people don't realize that if you want to get to these streets, if you want to get in these clubs, if you want to get to the top, you better get your music to the DJ. That's who will save your life. Period.
Quite a few people want to talk to you. I'm gonna say this. We got I think Queen Bee, Kiana, model Kiana wants to say something. I know Bayak's ready to talk, so I just want to give everybody a fair chance to just talk to Little Mo and express whatever, man. All positive vibes. So who's next?
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for giving me a chance to speak on your platform. Hey everybody, this is Model Kiana Smith Mo. I am so happy to hear you back in the game, that you are and you taking it, you taking it to a whole nother different level of definitely what we need right now. You still giving us that soul and grown, but you bringing that queen out, and you letting it be shown. And I just commend you. Keep pushing, keep going hard, and girl, I got you all day, definitely. Like, I used to roll up to high school blasting your music on my first little whip, so it's definitely an honor to be able to speak with you and to know exactly at firsthand what you're doing, and just stay strong no matter what you're doing, what you're going through. I know you just like regular peoples, and you have don't even let that phase you. Keep doing you.
For sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What I can appreciate about this record, or how I feel like the direction you're taking it, is kind of like when Janet Jackson came back and she dropped That's the Way Love Goes, and everybody expected her to like go for everybody neck on that first record. You know what I'm saying? Because of who she is. It's like, like, look, I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of doing, but I'm gonna come this direction so y'all can have an appreciation for who I am and not who I was. And you're not coming in trying to be trendy. You're not coming in on some trap shit. You're not coming back in on some damn, twerk shit. You like, look, this is who I am. You already know what I'm capable of. And I can appreciate that, because in my head, I already know what the next record gonna be. The next record gonna be straight punching people in the forehead. But this record,
I'm saying, this is what I'm gonna tell y'all, because Broken Heart is out now. And it's been out. It's a month, so we still working. But when I say, I don't know if people can remember. One thing I do is I drop anthems. This next record, when I say I'm going to have all the ladies running with me, it's up. Period. When I say I'm singing my life, I literally went in the studio at 10 a.m. yesterday. We sent it to my engineer in LA, who was just like, we got our feature sending over the vocals now. It's up. That's why I'm just like, it's all about strategy, because everybody know what I'm capable of. So everybody knows when you know war, you respect peace. So you can't come out with your big guns. You gotta let that shit grow and build. That foundation is solid. Broken Heart is a solid record. We crossing over with this one. But when I say the records that we got coming after it, I'm like so excited. I don't want to put the cart before the horse. But all I'm gonna say is, y'all fingers gonna be all of this. Y'all ain't gonna have no fingerprints after I'm done with y'all. Y'all gonna be mixing so much records of mine. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all ain't gonna have no fingerprints.
I love that.
I want y'all to get some extra insurance. Get your fingerprints And your shit is sure because I'm taking everybody's. The DJ's gonna be handless.
I love it.
Okay, who else? Legend, you want to say something?
Yeah, no, I definitely like the record. It's definitely a big record. Like you're definitely crossing into that pop world. You know what I'm saying? You crossing into that lane. So the bags
Bruno Mars,
coming.
where you at? No,
no facts. No facts. Facts. You know what
they
I'm saying?
better
Claim
get ready
it.
for me. Mm-hmm.
No, for real.
Oh,
And
I
I
need to see
definitely
that
appreciate
feature.
your testimony too. I
Thank
was
you.
on your Instagram literally, I think it was like last week. And I think it was yesterday. I think Kelly Price was talking about her testimony, and I seen your comment below. So yeah, definitely appreciate the encouragement and just telling your truth and just the stuff you've been through and all of that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. A lot of people that know me personally, they wanted to see me do better. And I wanted to see myself do better because one thing about me is like, I wasn't gonna keep on going out like no, who they say, Willie Lump or like no sucker. Because not saying that people, there's a lot of things people didn't see, but from what TV was showcasing and just my actions and attitude towards everything, it was coming off as if I was bitter. So I would give my opinion on stuff and people be like, oh, you sound like a hater. I'm just like, I'm the least bitter hater. That's not how I was raised. But I'm cut from, I would say from that Kelly Price cloth where we just told the straight up truth, but it's a way you got to disseminate. You got to give people pieces of the truth. A lot of people can't handle the truth. So now I know how to break it down and give it to them. Like, how you crush up anything and you just be like, here, take a piece of this till they can stomach it. And then you give them all of you. So now I give people me in pieces because I realize I'm a lot to handle and I have a lot to say and I have a point to get across, but I realize less is more, just sing. So now all I got to say is y'all going to hear it in the song. You know what I mean? I explain whenever the question is presented, but I also salute because there was a lot of times people be going through things and because you only see what they're going through in editing on social media, be like, yo, why did they do that? We don't know what people, my mother used to always say, you don't know what people are going home to. Nobody knew that I was going home and being abused. Nobody knew. From the outside looking at, oh, y'all look lit. Da, 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 da. I'm so glad that chapter of my life is closed, it's sealed, and it's time to move forward. So it's up from, that's why I always say it's up. It's up from here on out. That's how everybody, like you have to literally let that sizzle in your spirit. No matter what comes my way, it's just up. I'm not dwelling on nothing that was designed to bring me down. That was a part of the plan. A lot of people don't want to admit that. So that's why when I see people really speaking about their truth, I'm glad that I started speaking about mine because nobody don't need to tell your story but you. While we still here, like pray for DMX. Like we've seen him pray and go through, but he was fighting some demons. That's why my heart is really hurting because I know how that feels. I've been on the OD before. That's why I said it's real out here. It's real out here. We don't want to keep on losing people because, we praying for everybody else and helping everybody else and making sure we solid for everybody else. But then when you down, nobody don't want to lift you up. And then they got to wait till you on. Oh man, I love you. That's why I'm just like the salute and the love that I'm receiving. I'm not gonna compromise that for nothing else no more. Period.
Right.
Real talk, man. This is real good. You on with Little Mo, mad inspirational. A lot to say. Always have a lot to say, which I think is awesome, man. You have a podcast now? Like, what else are you doing, man? You always got so much going on. What else
know,
you
right?
On, man?
Nah, I'm gonna do another podcast, but I'm gonna wait. I really want to push my music because one thing I realize is that I have a lot of eggs, but I have one basket. So I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket because we could have multiple streams of income because I've been there, I've done that, and I did it at a time when they wasn't, not saying that everybody didn't have a podcast, but now that I know the game, because people think, people just get on there and talk. And I'm just like, well, who wants to hear somebody talk for an hour about just to be talking? So the way we're lining it up is everything got to be big. Everything is a strategy. Everything is a movement. So I'm bringing the people back in. I'm bringing the flock back in. So let me woo them in with my singing voice, and then I cover them with my speaking voice. It's up.
Dope. Any collabos on the album?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We
Yeah, they coming. It's just like, because
talk about it.
Yeah, just know that one thing too is that we are so meticulous and so, I would say, strict on handling business, because one thing this industry doesn't teach you is how to handle business. It's the music business. 90% business, 10%. I sang yesterday, but I'm probably not gonna sing again for a while, because I'm constantly handling business and paperwork and making sure the clearances is right. Because soon as your song come out, people, oh, they stole. No, we didn't. One thing we don't play is ain't nobody steal nothing over here. Everything is paid for and accounted for. Shoot, I got people that's stealing my old songs now, and I feel so bad because I'm like, oh, sis, I gotta shut that down because you didn't ask. So it's all about handling the business, and I'm glad that my mind is focused and I'm in business mode. And business mode is go mode, where you know that even though I'm having fun, this industry is so lucrative. That's why you see these kids holding up goddamn $100,000 to their face. I'm like, I saw somebody the other day ask, where's they getting this money from? I'm like, these motherfuckers is working. For them to sit somewhere, they come to come out the house, they charging 10. So that TikTok money is real. It's some people who running up and they don't even have a song out. Them Charlie D'Amelios and all of them, $100,000 just to get them to post up your product. It's not a game. Think I ain't gonna run it up? Huh. I have Generation Z kids. Trust me, I'm learning patience, persistence, keep pushing.
Yeah, and consistency. That is the real truth. All right. So anybody else that haven't spoke that needs to, wants to talk to Mo?
Just got a little comment. This Queen Karen G, and Lil Mo, I'm from DC, so I remember you on the come up from back then to now, but it's evolution and a revolution that takes on because of your tests and your testimony. Being able to, like you say, tell your story yourself.
Yes.
No one else to tell it. No one can tell it better than you. But in your lyrics, because I look at things a little different from these DJs. I'm a different kind of DJ. I'm news, information, updating, anything, entertainment, fashion, and beauty. And you cover that. But when you come up with your sound now, you got the new beat coming on. We talked about another artist that had something a little old, and we could only relate it to something old. Not saying that it was a bad piece, but it was it dated it, as it says. So you've come up, you've come up with you're talented as well, because you're not using an instrument to cover up your voice. Your voice has to catch up with, the instrument has to catch up with your voice, because you got the modern beat and today's beat going on, because you got that passion, and it's presented so well in this piece that I've heard. I'll be so anxious to hear everything else.
Thank you so much. I love how you sweetly said, you know what, a lot of things, and that was one thing I didn't want to get stuck in, because at first when we farted, Lord forgive me. When we first started working, I was so stuck on doing all these background vocals and ad libs, and like literally was stuck in 2003. And not saying that it didn't sound good, but my son, he's 12. He was like, Mom, don't nobody want to hear all that. And I was like, who is you talking to? Yes, they do. And they was like, no, listen, because even though a lot of people, there are people I know we can pretty much strategically say they're hot for right now. We don't know if they'll be around by the summer or if their music will still last till, 20 more years. I'm glad that I've surpassed the test of time and I'm still here. But I realized what I did then and what I do now is two different things. But that voice and that instrument has to stay well oiled and it has to stay current. So if I'm still trying to sing the old way, I'm not going to open new doors and I'm not going to pull in new people. My core fans know the voice is there, but I found a way to bridge that gap, because at the end of the day, you gotta, it's one thing about this generation. It ain't no gray area with them. Back then, memories like, oh, they I might check it out, right? This generation be like, nah, they either like you or they don't. So you gotta figure out a way around the gray area. And you have to master the art of communication. So I communicate with my kids and I find out, make sure I'm not sounding old, because they'll be like, Mom, nobody want to hear all that. Or I'll try to do the TikTok, Mom, nobody don't want to see that. And I get it. I listen. It be your own kids that'll save you from a sinking ship. My kids lets me know, they be like, don't nobody want to see that.
Queen Bee, you want to say something?
Hey, Lil Mo. My name is Queen. I go by DJ Queen Bee. I am the in-house DJ at Paradise. And I want to tell you that I do play your old music. And I introduced it to the young crowd.
Thank you.
And I will definitely be playing your new song, and I'll be pairing it with Your Minds, because it will be an intro, a segue, Broken Hearted, and then you're going to go Your Mind. And trust me, when they be drinking at the end of the night, Broken Hearted, they gonna sing your song right along with you, and then they gonna go into your minds with Blue.
Now, one thing I do like is that Superwoman and like my songs, they have garnered a whole new life. I've seen since we put them on streaming, people have been younger generations and others. They have reintroduced it. So that's the blessing, is that those songs are timeless. So they don't sound old. But then I do have songs where it's just like, why was I doing 30 background vocals as if somebody was going to count them for real and somebody wants to hear all that church loud hollering? Like, I don't have to do no more. Save it for the live show. You know what I'm saying? Let it breathe. People want to feel. So I know the way to make people feel again. And it's just give them 3 minutes of a song, pure voice, couple of backgrounds in and out, and they can feel it. And that's the most effective way to open these new doors.
Nah, that's dope, man. You got a ton of messages in the chat.
What they talking about? What they saying? What the people is saying? Because I can't see nothing but y'all.
They all up in the chat, man. They got mad love. It's mad
they
love.
Better show love on this Woman Crush Wednesday.
People want drops. They want all of that, man. There's all types of love coming in.
Appreciate.
So
send it over to Woo. We get them drops in. I don't play.
Okay, so let's do that. What's the best way for them to do that? Is there email or what's the best way to do that?
Yeah, send it to on social media. You can follow my manager Woo, because he keeps literally a compartment in his email for all my drops, because the way he sends it to me, so it won't get mixed up. I don't want to send out the wrong thing. So his email address is DaCommunity, DACOM. Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna write it in the chat. Hold on one second. Everybody got it. Okay, DACOM
UNITY.
Yep.
215 @gmail.com.
Okay, it's in there.
And in the subject line, make sure you put for drops, put Little Mo drop request, and then under there put the verbiage or whatever, or the call letters or anything, and the pronunciation, because it be people with names. I'll be like, how you say this? Don't play with me. And then it can be sent back that way. Yeah. Or if y'all send a whole script, I can send it back to whoever's the main, over the whole situation, and then y'all could, pass them out or however y'all want it done. But that's his email. His name is Woo, and it's up.
Okay, look, Mo.
Yes, sir.
I want to thank you. This is Swerve speaking, DJ Swerve. Thank you for my drop. I received it.
Oh, yes, Swerve.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Swerve, for putting this together. Swerve is the one that put this together. He's been making all these connects and whatnot. So big up to you, man, for making this happen. I appreciate it. It's great to have Little Mo on. You're a legend. I don't want to put no A, but you I don't want to say a legend, but you are a contributor to the culture. It's a big thing.
She a legend, bro, because especially when it comes to hooks, it's Lil Mo, T-Pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's there. What woman is in the category of all-time hook singer? Don't worry, I'll wait.
Listen, man.
Yeah, you're right. And also, and also Little Mo, a lot of these new. That's another thing I was going to say earlier. And you're right about that, brother. I wanted to say earlier, women like Little Mo are the ones that are the reason why these new young artists are doing what they doing. And that's another thing. And I was thinking about DMX, because these people are the trendsetters. And, it's kind of crazy how people forget about these people like DMX, Little Mo. These are the people that are the reason why these new artists are doing what they're doing. And it's funny how they flip the script and the new artists be like, yeah, I'm the one. But they don't know that they're sounding like Little Mo. They don't know like this dude beat sound like Dr. Dre. This rapper over here sound like Gangstar, Guru from Gangstar, or whatever the case might be. You know, these new talents would take somebody's style, just like Little Mo, and keep it going without giving that person respect. And I was just thinking about that. DMX, all them people. I can name, you know, artists, you know, on and on. But it's because of Little Mo, and like the brother just said, you are the reason why these little new artists are doing their thing. And brothers and sisters like you are the reason why they even selling albums. And once again, it's brothers like you and sisters like you are the reason why they're getting streams. And they don't want to, like I told CL earlier and everybody on the panel, these people will jack your style and never give you props for it. And, you know, and it's another thing. It's one, and about Craig Mack, rest in peace. That's another thing. They held Craig Mack music back so long where we don't even know where the music is at. And I'm sure he got music that can play right now. But, you know, it just go on and on. Like, much respect to you, Little Mo. You've been dope. And once again, it's quality over quantity. You're very welcome. And you are one of those quality artists. These other artists, they're just a flash in the can. You're very welcome, my queen. These new artists, they're just a flash in the pan. They're just here today, going tomorrow. Like we all been saying, everybody been saying, you've been number one, like Queen B. Sister Queen B saying she's still playing your records. I mean, that goes a long way. Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Mimo,
Thank us all.
Mimo, I know you ready to get on you know, the pulpit and go in. You know, I know you ready to come out and start preaching. But we gotta let Mo go and do her thing. Appreciate you coming on.
No problem.
We're always here for you.
See, I
appreciate y'all.
Real quick.
Go ahead, Bionic.
Lil Mo, are you looking for production beats? And if so, will we still send that to Woo and just
send everything to Woo so he can, like, he sift through and he already know what we like to hear, because we always writing and doing features and writing for other artists, and honestly about to start looking for some young artists to put in position, because one thing about me is I know how to put people in position. I've proven that. Like, so it's about reaching back. So I'll put myself on the front line so I can reach back. And my son is an artist. He's 12, but he's not ready for the industry yet. But he dope. Like, y'all gonna hear from him. And you know, it's just like always making sure that we always have music or tracks or production at our fingertips. So, you know, it's different now. It used to be like, oh, yo, I'm gonna sit in the studio with so and so and so, but it's not like that. So it's just like, send it to the email. And what we catch, we keep. You feel me?
It is. Appreciate you.
Can I ask one question?
Yes, sir.
Hey, one question. How you doing, Little Mo? James Brown, Long Beach, California. My question is, as a writer and an R&B singer, do you have issues performing some of these songs like Broken Heart emotionally, like performing them live? Are there some songs you say, I'm not gonna do this tonight?
I only performed Broken Heart once, and that was on a live stream. I had did that a couple of weeks ago with my bro Clinton Sparks, and that was the first time I performed it live. So it wasn't actually, it was virtual. I haven't performed it live yet, and I never know what I'm gonna feel until I actually get there. I know singing it in the studio, I had to go to a place of, I would say, repressed pain. So because I'm not in that mental space no more, it's like I have to literally think back so it's effective, especially for the record. So when I perform it now, I want it to be therapeutic. So when people sing it back, you know, like the call and response, when they singing it back with me, like we just I want it to be triumphant more than it is like emotional. It's rare that I cry on stage or leave it on stage because I'm such a warrior, such a soldier. I literally get on stage and I be getting my breakthrough. I'm not one of those people that's gonna, like, there are times I would say in church where people just like, dang, I didn't know. And I would rather get all the tears out the way. So when outside open up, we running. So like, I just feel like, you know, when you used to see people running with a torch in their hand, I just want to like the Statue of Liberty, just carrying and holding the torch. Like, we made it. Them tears, like, you don't have to cry no more. You got to push through, and it's okay to cry, but let them teardrops water your garden so you can grow and you can glow. It's all about the glow right now. So it's like, I know when I finally do start performing it and singing it, I'm probably going to go to a place where people are going to be like, it's going to go over people's heads, because it's not going to be like the record. It's going to be up live.
Right.
Different in real life. But since everything is virtual, it's honestly hard to emotionally attach to anything, because that energy that be in the room, in the venue or in the building, or even if you're doing an outside, that energy, that kinetic energy, that people energy, that feeling when you can sense what somebody's going through, or you could just like look on people's face, like it's not there right now because of virtual. So it's just like, oh, yeah, I want that connection to be real. That's why, honestly, I haven't been taking no performances. I've been turning stuff down because it's like, I'll wait a little bit longer, because all money ain't good money. And not saying that doing places, I would rather do a walkthrough with 200 people, or like a pull up, rather than a show for 200 people, because it's like that vibe. I want the anointing that's over my life. Like, I want it to spread. I want people to feel empowered after they hear me now. It's a new dimension I'm rocking with. So yeah, I'm real meticulous of every move I make right now.
All right. Thank you for your answer.
Yeah.
Thank you again for coming on. And
thanks for having me. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's what it is. We're gonna play the record, and then we're gonna get into our next artist. And it's New Music Wednesday. You already know. Word.
You so pretty, you should ride the roadway. You so pretty, you should ride the roadway. Match my style, baby, you should come stay. You match my style, ooh, and you should know, baby, you're a real one. Would you hold me down? And you should know, baby, you're a real one. Would you hold me down? Gotta let him know.
Give me the keys to his heart, cause I'm really that bitch. Real niggas only respectin' when you talking your shit. And I'm loving how you fucking me and rubbing my clit. Make a bitch lose her mind, I go insane on that dick. Yeah, I'm nasty, but I could keep it classy. 10 toes down, but my nigga ain't even asking. We don't fuck on broke niggas, that's bum bitch action. And I stay drippin' designer Louis V for the fashion. Cause he gon' buy me anything I want that's taxi. And from work I cook him tacos, so the baby just
so
relax.
Pretty, you should ride the roadway. You so pretty, you should ride the roadway. Match my style, baby, you should come stay. You match my style, ooh, and you should know, baby, you're a real one. Would you hold me down? And you should know, baby, you're a real one. Would you hold me down? Gotta let her know she's a real one.
I'm gonna always hold it down, yeah, that's facts. These streets getting money, you supposed to have his back, look. I'm your bitch, I'm the realest on your team. Ain't no chick gon' sit around for all the shit that I done seen. We went through raids, fist, spice, bids, and all types of shit. But all it did was make us stronger, handle shit how we see fit. Niggas threaten that, get dealt with no problem. Throw away the gun, I hope it wash away my problems. We that official, I'm the Bonnie to his Clyde. Yeah, I don't even gotta watch that, we locked in for life. And my nigga gon' get paper, yeah, he all about his cheese. And I don't never gotta ask twice, I call that big dick energy.
You so pretty, you should ride the roadway. You so pretty, you should ride the roadway. Match my style, baby, you should come stay. You match my style, ooh, and you should know, baby, you're a real one. Would you hold me down? And you should know, baby, you're a real one. Would you hold me down? Gotta let her know she's a real one.
Wednesdays, keeping it moving and grooving. Shout out to Little Mo, she just did her thing. Shout out to Girl Code in the building, Shaw Bigger and High Sedity. They in the house. We're gonna get to y'all soon. But right now we're gonna go international with it. Healing it. Hey Earl, I feel like maybe you should do the introduction on this one. Is he on? Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. We got the international segment. Hey, I see y'all doing a quick cameo. Y'all are next. Don't worry, we got y'all covered. Just hang out, get into the groove, get your drink or whatever you got. Smoke.
Okay.
We here. But yeah, Earl, I wanted to go ahead and introduce the next artist. If you're not here, I guess I'll do it. But it's all love because this is a part of the international segment. A lot of times Earl just brings them through Fire Records and we just rock with them. So Skiffall, you here? I'm sorry, Skyfall, you here?
Yo.
Yo. What's happening, my brother? How's everything?
Just cooling. How about you?
All right. You hoodied up, man. Where you at, man?
I'm in Montreal, Canada. Right now.
Man. Shout out to Canada in the house, man. Shout out to Montreal, man. So
yes,
it's like 67, 68 degrees in New York right now, and we are excited. People's outside, shirt off, wilding out, all of that. What's going on in Canada, man? What's the weather like?
Winter is done, so summer is coming. It's springtime. Yeah. It's feeling nice outside these past few days, but still kind of chilly.
Okay, beautiful, man. That's what's up, man. Yeah. So it's funny because I know we had a dope conversation before about your music and your sound and how it's definitely unique and everything.
Yeah.
And for me, I just wanted to sort of when Earl came, it was like a no-brainer to have you on and just talk about what you're going on with. Let's talk about your new project. What are you working on? What's the single? And what's going on?
At the moment, I just dropped a part 2 to my first single, Ting Turn Up. So this is a Ting Turn Up part 2 with my boy Nux from the UK. It got a good bit of traction, and we're just pushing. I've been in the studio like recording a lot with my team basically.
Okay, I see you. So let me ask you a question. So being that you're from Montreal, and Nux is from the UK, how did that connection happen? Like, did you reach out to him? Did he reach out to you? Like, how did that all happen?
Well, basically, like I got introduced to his music by my manager, and like I fucked with it right away, and we were thinking about doing a remix to it, and we just thought like that he would be a dope addition to the whole song. We initially had this meeting with this other guy in the UK, and he's a part of Nux's management team, so it was like we had a wish, and the wish just came to us without even just like going to look for the connections to connect, and we got it done within like just a couple of weeks.
Real talk, man. Shout out to everybody working through the pandemic, finding a way to get it done. Yeah, I think we should just get right into it, man. Let's play it, man. Skyfall, Nux, song's called Ting Turn Up Part 2. It's the remix. Things that you're gonna link up with from Northside that's gonna get you set up, yo.
Yo, that's them stories, man. A long time thing.
How is Montreal? Like, I've never been to Montreal, like, I know everywhere got their sections that are good, bad, and different,
I mean,
stay out of the north side, man. Stay out of there, yo.
I mean, that's definitely why I never go to the north side. If you ask me what the north side look like, I can't tell you because I gotta stay away from the north side, to be honest.
Oh man.
Yo, what you doing on Jane and Finch, bro?
Jane and Finch is where the gal them at, man. Yo, what you talking about?
Maybe outside.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. It's dope, man, that you're on here because other artists on here, and it's like always encouraging people to go outside of boundaries, man. Go see what this world music is all about, because it's really not that far away. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, we link up. You never know what's gonna be crazy. And ode to the song, because I definitely think like that's a record Drake needs to jump on. You know what I mean? He does need to give you that verse real
No,
quick. He need to give you that verse love.
definitely. If he's watching this, man, just hit us up, man. Shit, we'd love to have a part 3.
Everybody watches this. Yo, Drake, you heard what he said, man.
Yeah.
Hit him up. Come
Yeah.
correct. You ain't got a 16, you know, it's all good. What else you working on, man? I know you got this, the remix, you got these things moving and grooving. What else is on the horizon? What you got next?
I mean, I've been just like working on a bunch of stuff, just exploring, and as you said, you know, stepping over my my limits, I think, and just like not boxing myself in too much. And
yeah,
I probably gonna drop an EP later on this year, hopefully. Hopefully I could do that.
So when Canada opens up the border and you can go anywhere you want to go, where's the first 2-3 places you're gonna go?
Yo, you have to link up with the gals in London, man. Come on.
UK first. All right, we going down to you know, what do you go there? Piccadilly Square and all of that. All right, all good, all good. Shout out to Brixton, you know, Election Avenue and all of that. All right, so where else you gonna travel to, man? Where else you gonna make the connects musically, girls, all of that? Where else you gonna go?
Me definitely. I would definitely want to make a trip to LA. LA is dope. I want to see what the vibe is like. I've never been to the States, so it's gonna be a dope addition to my life, I would say.
Okay. All right, and what's the last place? One more place.
Last place. Shit. Probably New York. Yeah.
All right. We knew you was gonna say. He said, "Yo, he gotta come to New York. You can't be talking about LA and not come to New York. That's crazy. You know, we all gotta be connected, man. You can't go to the East and not go to the West and vice versa. You know.
I mean, for sure. I think that just me going out there, I would still feel like I'm at home. You know, because like there's still like a crazy Caribbean connection there. So I definitely would feel at home. Oh shit! Give me 1 second, my bad.
I put him on pause. Tell him you're on the greatest show on earth.
Sorry. But yeah, I want to try the food in New York, so that would be dope.
Okay, that's dope. Well, that's dope. I'm gonna open it up. Anybody got questions? Anything they want to say? You're on with Skyfall. Young superstar talent coming out of Montreal, Canada, breaking boundaries from here, Toronto, Winnipeg, Vancouver. You know, you find them everywhere. Questions, opportunities to connect.
Yeah, open. I got one for Scott. What's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up?
You know, it's Earl. Been talking to John a lot about your music. You know, super excited about it from like the first joint, everything you got lined up. Like how do you feel with the, you know, I guess notoriety, the attention you've been getting, especially people like DJ Target, like other people from huge radio stations like all around the world, like bigging you up. Like what's that feeling been like for you, especially like Montreal and like, you know, developing the way that you have independently?
I mean, I definitely feel good. You know, it's like it's a motivation for me to keep on going and pushing myself to drop more and work even harder. So I think I just have to use all of that as just like inspiration in general, and I love to see it. So I'm gonna keep on doing it for sure.
That's dope, man. Congratulations, and that Kenny All-Star freestyle was dope too. So like keep pushing, man, and keep it going because you already got that UK connection rolling. Just take advantage of that.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Dope. Anybody else? Anybody need anything? Go ahead.
Hey, bro, James Brown, Long Beach, California. What's the outside of Montreal? What's the dopest city in Canada?
Shit, I would say Montreal, but Toronto's nice.
Toronto. So, what part of the country are those? East Coast, West Coast? Where's what?
I honestly like I'm bad at geography, but Toronto's not too far, 6 hours away. So
okay, what is it that makes you want to come out to LA first?
Jeez, I don't know. The scenery is nice. I heard a lot of good things about LA, so I mean, it would be dope for me to see what it's like, to be honest.
Oh, good, bro. We welcome you.
Yeah.
So, I had another question, and it comes down to like collaborations from your standpoint. You know what I mean? I know you put together the dope collaboration with Nux, but who else, is on your radar? Like, who else you feeling like, who else, if you could, obviously Drake, I know, but who else you like? I'd love to do a record with this person, or maybe it's somebody we don't know about that's just dope, but who's on your collaboration radar?
I mean, there's a lot of people, but I'm definitely like into pop music a lot, I would say. So probably, I don't know. I don't want to say like a name and then I change it like next week because I always do this. But shit, Dua Lipa would be dope. That's like one of my favorites.
That's big.
Shit, Georgia also. Lil Mosey's dope also. I like him a lot. Okay. His music is dope. There's definitely a lot more, but I just can't bring them to mind.
Okay, say no more, man. Cool. So I'm gonna say this, like for drops and all of that stuff. I know Earl, you got the link, but I'd always say in the chat, put at least your Instagram so that people can follow you, do the DM thing and all of that good stuff, and make sure that you're good.
Sounds good.
Are you familiar with the chat, man? Drop your Instagram and then also John or Jug's email. If you can, actually, I'll do it as well.
Brother, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job, young man. The music is dope. Man, you with the right crew, Digiwaxx, and much respect. Like, I respect young brothers and sisters going for their dreams. And I started off rapping around 11, 12, but it's not about the age. But you're doing a good job. Much respect. You're very welcome, brother. Don't give up. I mean, it's an old saying, before you get one yes, you want to get many no's. Yeah. And I know you're a young brother, so just keep stepping up. I know people are gonna tell you no. They're gonna tell you, stop doing what you're doing, but don't listen to that. You're doing your thing. You're here for a reason, and just keep pushing, brother. And you got your music in the right hands, man, brother CL. And much respect, my brother. God bless and take care, the family. You know what I mean?
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, brother.
Big respect. Big respect. Word up, man. So, yeah, man. So, where should everybody follow you?
At I am Sky, two eyes. So IISKYII. So 3 eyes.
On the end. Okay, wait, hold on. You gotta do that again. That shit sound crazy. Ain't nobody gonna remember that. You gotta do that one more time.
So my bad. So it's IAMSKYII.
Okay.
It's a lot of eyes. My bad.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, you need some uniqueness to be found, man. And that's real. That's dope. Well, thank you for tapping in with us, man. We look forward to doing more. And go ahead, Earl. You look like you're gonna say something.
Now I was gonna ask, you got Bentayga Dust?
Oh yeah, I do.
Oh, did you see my text? Oh, hold on, let me see if I can find that. That's what I was telling you.
Yeah, it's in the same thread.
Give me 1 second there. I couldn't find the link.
Hey brother, hey yo, have you heard of a production group by the name of Double Dragon out there in Canada?
Not familiar with it. I would like to know who they are though.
All right, those are my boys. They do a lot of stuff out there. They work on a lot of. I don't know. Maybe you should look them up. Their name of the production company is Double Dragon. They're real brothers. They're twins. You know what I mean? But I don't know. But they out there in Canada, Double Dragon Productions.
I'm gonna look it up.
I mean, when I go down there, I'm gonna hit their ass up myself. You know what I mean? But I'm here on the West Coast. But yeah, man. check them out.
For sure, for sure.
What's the name? Double Dragon, like the video game. That's hot.
Like the video game, yeah. It's crazy because I met them brothers probably back in 2005, and they were like, I met them in LA just grinding, and they came out here looking for a production deal in LA to LA from Canada. And they had, oh man, these brothers they was before their time, and the last time I saw them was years later. I think that I don't know if they were working with Drake, other people, but they blew up. But to make a long story short, I'm about to get back to their ass. I mean, I haven't seen them in about 10 years, over 10 years. But if I ever go to Canada, I'm going to definitely check them out. They got good music. They work with a lot of good independent artists like yourself and a lot of mainstream artists. But yeah, Double Dragon Productions. I don't know if they had a website, doubledragonproductions.com. I don't know if it's still up, doubledragonproductions.com, but it could be up. But if not, just look for them.
Yeah, I just checked it out. They're from Vancouver, so probably that's
Oh my God, my nigga's still in the game. Yo, you know what? God is good. That's confirmation because, first of all, shout outs to CL and everybody on the panel because, yo, that's crazy. Let me pause real quick. That's crazy. That's God, first of all, because to make a long story short, it's confirmation. Much props to the Most High. But yo, check them out.
Definitely.
Check them out. They got the dopest beats and let them know CL sent you. You know what I mean? Digiwaxx. But yeah, man, I got to get back to them too. Maybe the Most High is telling me to get back to them kids. But definitely tell them Mo sent you. Mo from Nothing But Heat. They'll look out for you. They probably on a different level now, but guess what? You are on a different level. And everybody on this panel, we on a different level. You know what I mean? God is good, but go touch down, man, because you're the future. You're the future, and man. And you're doing a good job. No, you're welcome, brother. And you're doing a good job, going with CL because he's a man that can place your records to the right people. And keep grinding, brother. Man, much respect. I'm a true endorser. Oh, you're welcome, brother. To your mouth to God's ears. To your mouth to God's ears. I'm a true endorser of pushing our people first. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? Let me play this record real quick before we let off, and then we're gonna get the next dope. I don't know, they're like they're a group, but they also rock solo, which is dope. Both just dope spitters. But let me play this Bentayga Dust record, and we're gonna get back. So sorry to cut you off, but we gotta play it, keep it moving. Let's go.
You good, Tia? You good, boss?
Boom.
Yo, who's that? Yo, who's that?
Oi.
That's still Skyfall doing his thing, man.
That's you, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful records, bro.
Wow.
So let's how we gonna do it. Definitely make sure that everybody follows you. Anybody needs those records, we'll have those DJ packs up soon. And we're gonna do it like that. Thank you for joining, Sky.
Thank
it's
you very
all
much.
love. We will be able to cross the border soon and really get it going. So you go to Cali, come to New York, and go to UK. In the meantime, keep pushing, man, and link up with everybody you can on this call that has their own show. A lot of DJs on here, a lot of people that do their own shows. Make sure that your management does that. And that's what it is. I'm going to play a song in the meantime, and then we're going to come back with our next guest.
Thank you for having me.
Get it in.
Good looking out, Scott. Appreciate you.
See you.
Good
Peace
job,
and love,
brother.
Peace.
Peace.
Word. New Music Wednesdays. It's a pretty beautiful day. That was DJ J. Period. New single with Black Thought, Tiffany Grouchet, and somebody else was on that record, but I like it.
And Dave Chappelle.
Oh, yeah. What am I doing, man? I even, you know what I mean?
Can't just leave Dave Chappelle out, man.
Can't leave him out, man. You already know. Crazy. Is that the first record Dave Chappelle has been on? I don't know. But anyway, we're going to keep it moving and grooving. Shout out to everybody who's in the building, on the panel. I don't know what we call ourselves. We just got a a dope network. We don't really have a panel. I don't know what we call it. Everybody's just involved. We do this every week, if you didn't know. So yeah, before we move forward, man, I had to shout out the legend that's in the building. He's been on the low, doing his thing, man, representing the Bronx. The legendary AG is in the building from Showbiz AG, digging in the crates. Man, honor to have this guy in the audience. I don't know if he's still on or not, but
peace. I'm here. Peace. Appreciate it.
Oh, peace, man. Peace, man. I don't know. When you say, I'm looking like Megatron Bronx, I'm like, okay, we got some Decepticons still hanging out.
Nah. I know the vibe too.
Running around New York.
Shout out to BK. Nah, I know the vibe dope. I got different accounts, and some say AG and some say this. Y'all know how that shit go when you're trying to move back and forth.
Yeah, nah. All jokes aside, no doubt, man. First of all, how you been, man?
I'm great, man. I can't complain, man. For real, yo. I appreciate the room. I appreciate the look. Appreciate the vibe.
Yeah, word up. Shout out to DJ Swerve again.
Shout out to everybody in the room as well. I've been on since 2:55, so I've been here from the gate.
Oh shoot! Okay. Hey, how'd you like our little program so far?
I definitely like the program so far. If we're being honest, I would like to hear more. Like I heard one Little Mo song. I wanted to hear more. That's just me. I know y'all DJs and y'all got the music and y'all probably want to hear her interview. But for me, that doesn't know anything that's going on, I would have liked to hear a little bit more of her music because I like Little Mo.
I can't really knock you there. I think, I guess she's going to service it up the way she needs to do it.
No, that's a fact, pure fact. No complaint.
Yeah, but I hear you. Like, we like playing a lot of music. We're also getting some really deep discussions here, too.
No, that's all love. That's all love. That's all love.
Yeah, it's all good. So, yeah, man. So what you been working on, my brother?
Well, right now I got a few. Me and Showbiz got something working on right now. We're about to release a new project. I got a label called Red Apples 45 that does like alternative type vibe of hip hop with my man Ray West. But mainly what I'm doing is I'm messing with girl code. Like that's what I'm doing. That's the priority. We've been in the mix for like a little bit over a year, grinding it out, getting the music together, and then I think they're about ready to let the world see what they got going on.
Yeah, man, because that's what my segue. See, this is all a positive, awesome segue into girl code. Man, a lot going on, man. People just tapping in. It's all love. Shout out to whoever that was that just tapped in. But yes, girl code, man. Let's get it going. Yeah, let's bring them up, man. Is Sha Bigger and High Sididity in the building?
Yeah. I'm here.
Look. Yeah, they got a lot of energy. I just want to give you a big
Diddy, you look so beautiful, baby.
First of all, you look better with my meat.
We outside. Hey, everyone. How y'all doing?
Hey, all right. The energy's here.
What's good, Bigger? What's good, Bigger? Asia on the scene and all that. Oh, okay.
Asia, stay masked up. I like that. Okay, no doubt.
Asia, stay masked up. That's my baby. We outside.
That's a fact. I'm here for Sha Bigger and Diddy and all that.
That's dope, man. That's dope. So, all right, so let's get to it. Since we're going to get all energetic and whatnot, let's talk about y'all. Where y'all from? How'd y'all get started? Let's go into it.
I couldn't hear you for a second.
He said where we from, how we got started. We from Brooklyn.
You know, our body's Brooklyn. But shout out to the whole New York, though. You know, we from Brooklyn, born and raised, but New York is New York.
No, and you know, I like, you know, just before I play anything, though, I like y'all like energy in the music too. It's just real New York, and it just reminds me just being raw and not really being, you know, being unapologetically yourself when it comes to music and stuff, and that's a beautiful thing. So how did the whole story happen? AG, Girl Code, how did y'all connect? Like, how did it all start?
Diary, are you speaking or shall I?
You could go first. You could speak first.
Well, it happened along with everybody else meeting us, you know, seeing us on the stoop.
together. So that's pretty much how AG found us. So he found us when everybody else found us, but we knew who he was. So he was just one of the people that got a response, and a relationship came up out of that. So
right. No, that's dope, man. I mean, I know for me, I connect AG with so much talent. So for him to walk by y'all or see y'all on the stoop and find you, something had to grab his attention or his eye. And then for it to to begin working, and then
it's us. Like, we grabbed his attention, we grabbed his eye. You feel me?
Respectfully,
shit. Okay, I ain't mad at that neither. Let's go.
He heard buzz from two females who write their own stuff, and that's how it happened.
Dope. All right, let's play a couple of joints just so people get a little bit of the energy like what y'all coming with. And then we go.
Oh, okay.
Which one y'all want to start with, man? There's so much. BKSB. I got, AG. Anything you want me to play in particular?
Don't step on the shoes, cause the look good. Fatty and the tits look good.
What would Nori do?
Okay, cool. Wait, do I got that? Hold on, let me make sure. Sorry, guys. Make sure I got all of that. I
gotta mute myself because this is my song, y'all.
No, sure. I don't know if I got that record. All right, let me play something and I'll text on the side. We'll figure that out. Cool. Cool.
Listen, it's a ditty.
Support reach.
We got freaks in the living room getting it on. Hold on. Listen. We got freaks in the living room getting it on, and they ain't leaving. Yeah, we keep taking shots till the liquor is gone, and we ain't leaving. Yeah, we got the hustlers in the hallway gambling bread, and they ain't leaving. Yeah, I got your man held hostage, giving me head, and he ain't leaving.
Support reach.
It's like when we pull up, what we leaving for? The dice game, my minutes, they money. I'ma take it all. Caught me a cutty when he gotta break me off. No more roll-ups, send me into the Aki store. Wild, we don't give a fuck. Young, wild, careless. Couple more shots, that's when I really care less. These bitches airheads, I'ma air rest. It's a hot box like they air left. Yes, less stress, more money, more weed. I can't even stretch higher man on me. All these bitches suck while the biggest succeed. They say queens get the money, tell him bring a homie. We got freaks in the living room getting it on, and they ain't leaving. Yeah, we keep taking shots till the liquor is gone, and we ain't leaving. We got the hustlers in the hallway gambling bread, and we ain't leaving. Got your man held hostage, giving me head, and he ain't leaving. Don't be shy. See, so did he say hi? Looking Asian, but I'm blazing, cause so did he stay high? If I said it, then I meant it. If they said it, they lied. Why beef over one when I got 5 guys? Young Thun, how you use your tongue? Done receive it, then I'm done. Now I'm on the run. Regular. Told him no pics on the cellular. If you got a bitch as bad as me, then you should visit Kelly, huh? Bow leg baddie. Bigger got the fatty. I blocked him real quick. He took a flick and tried to tag me. Logged into his man Instagram trying to add me. Blocked his friend too. He a man. We got freaks in the living room getting it on, and they ain't leaving. Yeah, we keep taking shots till the liquor is gone, and we ain't leaving. Yeah, we got the hustlers in the hallway gambling bread, and they ain't leaving. Yeah, I got your man held hostage, giving me head, and he ain't leaving.
That right there, that's cool. Ain't leaving. That's ain't leaving right there. That's a little freestyle.
Fire. Yeah, that's that Nori sound. I like that. So I love. I'll play a couple more. Let's do it.
You can spray with the Febreze spray, nigga. Son, look. K-Banger got the Glade spray. He about to fucking freshen niggas up. Drop the freestyle, now everybody know it was. Back been here, little nigga, get your throw up. Got more balls than the Allen. And don't nobody write for us, nigga, stop asking. And don't Dallas no Mavericks. He said that I'm a mean bitch, cause I'm better than the average. You can't treat me like your last bitch. I got him fiending, got him mention on his body like an addict. Niggas moving funny, so I gotta move tactic. Hold on, you ain't even gotta move like that. What's the bigger cup, the bigger gon' dump, no cap. If I got it, I'ma use it, I ain't talking no strap, no dyke. You wanna take a trip, take a hike in. If we talking fly, then bitch, I'm the flight. No Jordans, I put you bitches in the coffin. Niggas be thirsty, gotta keep pouring. No, I'm looking good from the night to the morning. Out getting money while these bitches sleep snoring. No snoring, cause sleep for the rich, you don't make no bread, baby, wake up, bitch. Look, show me what you working with, Sadiddy in the bigger, baby. Who the fuck is better, bitch? Show me what you working with, big ass Sadiddy, baby. Ain't nobody better, bitch.
I'm such a breeze.
Yo, quick to leave a nigga sick, never send him get well. You feel a type of way so well. Nigga, so what? I move how I move when I want. I do how I do cause I blunt. Like who gon' front? We really shut it down, give it up. You make one sound and it's up. My gun gon' bust. Hush, nigga, I don't fuss. Actions speak loud, just trust. Nigga won't fuss like the dogs and the kitties. If niggas want fuss, then the dogs coming with me. I ain't talking dice when I say they rollin' with me. He be capping through his fit, think it's smooth like a silk.
But you know we the wave though, we the peso. Cause we share ours, if it's yours, then we take those.
And if a bitch ever try to take mine, I'ma have a feeling like it's scoliosis in the spine.
Cause she gon' need a Cairo, hot like Spyro. I mean what I say, and these bitches talk typos.
They be tryna blame it on the spell check. Better thank God I ain't caused hell yet. Cause
I'm a hellraiser.
What hell you causing?
I'm killing everybody's favorite rapper. I'm a bullshit. If niggas want smoke, then we torch them.
Treat them like a fraction. Break them more down to proportions. You want it, you need it, I got you.
I got all your goods, so I guess that I got you. I'm slick like I'm Rick with one eye, I can spot you.
And if you want smoke like a blunt, I'ma light you.
Fire. I'ma light you.
That's actually what they played on the radio.
Oh shit! All right, we got real rap back. That's real talk.
and not to mention, this is not even our original music. This is just all of the freestyles that everybody's getting a hold of.
Right.
No, that's good. And what I like about it is that it's raw, but you know, we haven't had like I think a duo female group that was like on a ish New York style, like they used to Salt and Pepper. Real talk.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Just a little reason we added a dash of salt and pepper.
She feeling froggy and leap if a bitch try to feel salty.
Hold on.
I hear y'all. Y'all sound like y'all want to freestyle, man. You know, I wish I could do it, but it's gonna come out whack. Every time
over the Zoom.
Try to add her whole record, and she like 2 seconds behind. But it's all good. You know you're trying, baby. We know you're trying. Anyway, so yeah, we on Girl Code. I like the name. I think that's dope too. And I like y'all name individually. Very creative with everything. So we were just playing freestyles and everything, just to give everybody a taste. What's the plan? You know, is there a single yet that y'all focusing on? Are you about to drop a single? If so, what's the record, and when is it going to come? If y'all don't have an answer yet, that's all right, you know. But you know, we could rock with.
No, there's always an answer to anyone's question. You always have to have an answer. But we're working. We're just waiting for the right time to drop things. You have to have a plan.
Right.
So you can't just want to drop because behind dropping, then what? Once you just drop the music, you're just giving people something to listen to, and that's just all that people doing, just dropping. We have a plan, and the way
an 8-week plan. We have an 8-week plan, and we're gonna be doing things for the public, social media, everything, YouTube, Instagram for 8 weeks straight, and then at the end of that, we can't tell y'all what y'all gonna get at the end of the 8 weeks, but it's gonna be a big surprise at the end of the 8 weeks.
I like that. Okay, so there's gonna be a little countdown plan. All right, I like that.
Exactly.
All right.
See?
So I want to play one more, and then I'm gonna open up to everybody to ask y'all questions. Introduce yourself. So let's do that. Because I hadn't heard this one. I thought this was sort of crazy right here. So I'm gonna play this, and then we're gonna come back.
This that new bitch.
We must pay homage to him. Yo. Verses about to make my purses heavy, saying fuck the Chevys now. Pin up, put the Henny down, they envy how. Ain't fuck every nigga in my city, litty anyhow. And I use my charm to take his paper, so I guess that make me pretty foul. Rap too slow, tell him think fast, don't throw subs. I had smooth, throw some shit that make you think fast. Ask the dick suckers, did the whiplash hit? I said, let me see your phone, then I kicked that shit. Listen, talking out your frontal, get your wig snatched quick. And she was talking out her melon, so I split that shit. And I ain't one for all the violence, stay in sight, I get excited. See what happened to the cat, I wonder why they even tried it. Oh shit,
Smoke that fucking shit. Say that shit again.
I'm smoking herb, but I'm not who they gon' herb. I was raised by a G, some niggas knew I never was a gerb. I'm superb, everything I do, just call me super bitch. Living rent free in they head, call me the super kid. And if he eat you, he get super sick. Control my anger, count to 10, and that's before I do some stupid shit. Stella with the groove, got my Mac back, boy. I don't play with grown men, that get you smacked back, boy. And might have played a few, but I don't play with dudes. I don't even touch myself, so why would I play with you? Even when I'm playing them, know that I don't play with men. I'm dead ass serious, I ain't talking about Jamaican men. I'm stationed in where it ain't safe. Put your hands in the air, got us digging in the safe, in the crates. Everybody say they different, man, I'm different. But the difference is I really do it right. Like, nigga, just let me finish this.
Say one more fucking time for them bitches. They ain't ready for you. Fuck out of here.
Now it's time for these bitches to pay homage to you.
We must pay homage to him.
Right, bigger on the ad-libs, right?
As always, what happened? Yeah, say that shit again.
That's what's up. Crazy bars.
Yeah, my friend, y'all heard what my friend said. Yeah.
Clearly.
No, that was crazy. I really like that. That's what's up. All right, I'm gonna open it up.
Thank you.
We're here with Girl Code, and they are representing Brooklyn, New York. And a sound that hasn't been heard, I feel like, from New York in a very, very long time. Shout out to all the guest people. They got a whole crew on here. I ain't even mad at you.
Shout out to all of y'all.
They got the money. Shy look like he's the muscle. What else is going on over here? We got, AG's the Godfather. It's all going down on here right now. This is great. All jokes aside, if y'all want to meet them or say something, this is the time just to open up and just introduce yourself. We're on with Girl Code. Word up.
Girl Code.
Shout out to everybody who here for the supporting us.
Facts, and we don't bite.
I gotta shout out Bigger, yeah, you know, shit like that. Yeah, singles coming. I better make sure y'all watch when that shit drop.
Okay. That sound like Mish. Is that a girl named Mish?
That's Mish. You shitting me?
Hello, how you doing? Thank you. Singles coming. We got you, baby.
Shit sound like the Wu-Tang when they first started out, and they was getting all them calls and shit on the radio. And they were like, yo, you gotta play that shit. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry, I was cutting somebody up. Go ahead.
What's going on? This is Swerve from the BX.
What's goody, Swerve?
Hey, Swerve.
Good. Yo, y'all got are y'all doing like a couple of visuals just for the freestyles until y'all get y'all main singles and things out coming?
Yes, that's a part of our 8-week plan.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, Swerve, my fault. I don't know if you was here, but we were saying we doing an 8-week plan. We're gonna be dropping stuff. Oh,
One mic. Whoever's talking, go ahead, do your thing. Hi, Sadidi.
Somebody was talking. I ain't hear nobody. Somebody was talking, so I shut up.
Nah, one of y'all talk.
All right, so yeah, so that's a plan for our social medias and stuff like that. So we're choosing which freestyles we're gonna be dropping with the visuals for the 8-week plan,
Right.
and then at the end of that, that's when that's the build up for the special surprise we got.
And I mean, can y'all put also before y'all go in the chat room, put up your social media so everybody could tune into what y'all got going on.
Of course.
Diary, you gonna do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it for both of us.
Also, we want to put up the email for any of y'all that want drops. We can send an email there and we can send them back to you. I'll put it in the chat.
Cool. Is it anybody, any like other females or guys in the game that y'all would like to collab with, in the future?
It's number one. Meek Mill. I ain't gonna lie, respectfully, Mary J. Blige. Also Ariana Grande. You got any friend?
Bruno Mars.
Oh yeah, Bruno, definitely.
That's a funky ass man right there. I would love to do some work for him.
Yeah, Bruno, definitely. That's top 4 right there.
All right.
Another
That's
question.
dope. That's a good list. That's actually a list. That's a legend list there.
That's a perfect list.
So what about Remy? What about Remy or Nicki?
I feel like female rappers in general is an automatic. Like, I feel like, because we're artists, we're not just rappers. So I feel like those people are going to be on these lists, our imaginary list automatically. So, we got to dive everywhere else and see what else we want to do.
Respectfully. Because, a lot of people don't know, but I can sing with auto-tune. So, I could do a singer song for somebody.
Let them know.
Yeah.
And it sound good.
It's me. But the question of Nicki and Remy, I feel like respectfully, I don't feel like it. But every other female artist, I feel like, yeah. Those the two ones that is just like, I don't know.
Yo, y'all flowing there. Y'all delivery is crazy. It's crispy. Y'all bars are dope. There's like dope complexity in it as well. I'm a fan of y'all voices as well. Just wondering, like, your inspirations growing up, like who like got you excited to like rap, and I'm saying get involved. Is Earl speaking, by the way? But just curious because like y'all are really
Earl. Right, what's up, Earl?
What's going on?
This is the funny part. Who are y'all inspiration, Shot Bigger?
Meek Mill.
And?
Blige. Biggie too, though. Biggie's my nigga, though. Like, I love me some Biggie. Biggie's the person that made me say, yo, I'm gonna rap like him.
That's crazy. That's dope. Wait, how old are y'all? Let's get to a question nobody really wants to ask. But how old are y'all? Because that's sort of ill because when you think about the time gap for y'all to pick, like, that's quality over like a lot of people, which I think is pretty amazing.
Well, I'm 22 and I just don't belong in my 22-year-old body. That's why you might think that. So, like, I like timeless music and shit like that. So that's why those are my inspirations, the people that made me want to continue doing music. But everybody have their little 1-2 influence. I feel like being from Brooklyn, New York, everybody kind of influences you type shit. But Biggie's that nigga that made me want to rap and be hardcore, and like that's what he did to me.
Crazy. crazy. I love that. Adios. Who's next?
I'll go. Hey, how you doing, ladies? Girl code James Brown, Long Beach, California. I'm digging y'all, man, for real.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
For sure. How did you guys become a group? What brought y'all together? And I see y'all like that second song, man. I just really felt like I was at a live show. So I'm already knowing y'all shows are gonna be crazy. So yeah,
Diary, how
together?
did we get together, Diary?
Well, actually, this is really my friend, for anybody who's wondering. It always been us. Like every little thing I did that we always came to each other with it. So I was a rapper. Always, we went to a singing school together. But fast forward to now, I took a break, and I thought that I didn't want to do this no more. So my truthful friend, she kept telling me like, bro, you so talented, now you can't. And she had a little thing in a bag. She started coming out with her freestyles. I'm like, oh wait, hold on, wait. And then one day we was outside chilling. I mean, we always was talking about, doing music together, even when she was doing her singing and stuff. But we was on that stoop, and that's really how it happened. Like, we was outside chilling, regular. And she played the beat. That's really how it happened. Like, she played the beat. We was going through mad different beats. And then it was that one. And we like, oh yeah. No, she said, oh yeah. And I was like, all right. And then here we are, girl code.
Right, girl code.
Yeah. I see y'all on the cover at XXL magazine for sure coming up, man, because y'all got it for sure.
Thank you. We appreciate that word.
Right. That's big.
That's speaking that into the ear for us. Thank you.
Y'all doing a great job. Great job.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. 2 dope female artists. The game is really lacking on that. And I mean, what's this other girl name? What's that? The other girl, Cardi B. She's good, but you guys are great. You guys are excellent. You know what I mean? And I mean, they gotta just get ready. You guys gonna really like CL and everybody said, salt and pepper. I mean, as a dude, I think I can speak for all guys on this one. We all love salt and pepper. I'm talking about real niggas, crazy niggas, the D-boys. We all love salt and pepper. You know what I mean? So you guys are like a miniature version of that, and that's dope. And that's not out, and we need that. We definitely need that. And it's like saying you guys are a group, but it's like 2 leads in that group, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like a group, right, but you guys are both leads. So that's excellent. That's dope.
Right. Thank you.
You're very welcome. God bless you, ladies.
Same to you.
You too.
Thank you. Word up.
A lot of positive energy. That's what's up, man. I'll go back and say it. I love the rawness of y'all voices, your energy.
Thank you.
In fact, like I said, it's unapologetic, and it's just y'all. And music isn't supposed to be carbon copied. It ain't supposed to. It's supposed to be an expression. Y'all express yourselves in a dope way. The records I heard, I was like, yo, they're gonna be somewhere, And I feel like y'all are at the beginning. You're not at the beginning, but y'all still close to the beginning of the journey, because it's a long journey. And my question to y'all is, where do you guys see yourselves or want to see yourselves 5 years down the road?
At the top, definitely.
Well, that's
right.
Top, way above. The pyramid.
Listen, what I just did. That's a classic artist mind test. Let me see where y'all really think you're gonna be. But if you say anything else than that, then I don't know. So you have to
say in less than 5 years, actually.
There you go. Okay, I love
But
that.
I love y'all authenticity. Two ladies from Brooklyn, the Northeast. My name is Queen. I'm DJ Queen B. I'm out of Hartford, Connecticut. But hey, Biggie is one of my favorite artists as well. So, and I did, I have nephews around y'all age, and I fed them, let them listen to Biggie. But hey. But yeah, kudos. I'm sure y'all keep that drive, that same energy. Don't change. Be you. Y'all just gonna keep going. And
Thank
y'all can do
you.
maybe a dreams and nightmare, cause I need one for the end of the night at the club. Female version.
I
Yeah, I
like
want to
that.
shout out. They sound very New York, and
I like
without
that.
sounding regional, they sound very New York, and I think that that's dope, man. It's been such a long time since we had ladies representing, like for real, and sounding like authentic and not like an industry plant. So I definitely got to give my props on that and commend y'all for that.
Thank you.
Right.
And speaking of industry, I got a question for the DJs as well, because it's this talk with, everybody saying music and, what's streaming and what's popular. Like, how come if there's so many talented artists out here in the world that does make good music, since it's not, like one of the most rotating songs, they don't get, spin?
Good question. That's a great question.
It's a lot that goes into that.
I'll wait.
Who told? Somebody waiting for somebody to get it in.
She said, I'm waiting. I'm chilling. I'm waiting for that answer. Look.
Anybody will take it, or I mean, it's
Go
a lot.
Earl, you can take it first, and I'll take it second.
Let's do it.
No, it's a lot. It's a lot that has to do with there's still, even though the internet exists and there are a lot less like gatekeepers who are like keeping a lock on like the flow of music that goes to certain places. A lot of it has gone to like Spotify, Apple Music, DSPs, and like needing to have a budget to be able to digitally market yourself. A lot of artists unfortunately aren't creative enough to create their own push and their own wave without having like a label backing or like a solid 30, 40, 50K behind them. So I think an important part is just like making sure everybody around y'all is fans of y'all. You know what I'm saying? When y'all having videos, having like that natural energy. Like if you see somebody like Duke Deuce, he's from Memphis, but when you look at the videos, he got 6 to 8 homies who are big dudes going effing crazy, and it livens the video up. And that makes it more believable that he's real where he's from. You know what I'm saying? So that helps with the image as well. But a lot of his budget, a lot of it is just like, being able to pitch yourself and make sure that you have like the right platforms paying attention to you, because there are a million that you could use that won't get you nowhere. But it's timing. It's timing and patience and just like persistence as well.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna add to that. I think there's a lot of talented artists, but the fight is like the conversation we were having earlier. It's about, you have to be able to garner attention, man. You have to create like the game your guys are in. It's an attention game. Like, how do you guys create attention so that actually give y'all a look? How do you get a stranger to stop and be like, yo, who are these girls? So that's the constant fight, because it doesn't matter what platform, if you're not really doing something to grab their attention, it's going to be harder. The road to finding out or discovering y'all is going to be harder. But you can do that in so many ways. So my thing is like, automatically the freestyles resonated with people on this Zoom call, right? So that's a wave. You know what I mean? If you like Biggie or whoever else, freestyling and killing that, you're gonna slowly but surely you're gonna gravitate. You're gonna get more and more momentum from people. You know what I mean? How y'all do your videos, it matters. Somebody was saying, y'all gonna do videos of these freestyles, it matters. All of that shit. How do you grab or create attention for yourselves so that strangers stop and pay attention? That's really what it is.
Also,
DJ. I'm sorry. One last thing. The thing with DJs is like, yo, they're getting approached by 1,000 artists too. What are you doing that's gonna make them? And remember, it's not just it's music and it's politics. So part of it is like, okay, let me go ahead and they got a dope record. That's one part of it. But the other part of it is like, yo, they came by the booth, you know what I mean? Kicked it for 5 minutes and just said, what's up? Like, it's just the littlest things, man. But you gotta get people's attention.
Right.
I was also going to add that, you know, you got, you know, in addition to CL's point, you got to also consider like literally 1,800 songs drop per day. And that song isn't going to do anything but grow. I mean, that number isn't going to do anything but grow. So like, you know, to his point, what are you doing to stick out? You know, like the music and the talent is there, but how else are you like presenting and packaging it for public consumption? If it's 1,800 songs coming out per day, you figure a good number of those are rap songs. How do you stick out amongst that group? You know what I'm saying? To naturally get your stuff, to get people to be excited about the stuff that you're coming out with.
No, that's a fact, though. You have any question, Diary?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that. Yeah. Go ahead, sweet. Go ahead, my dear.
No, you can go. Go ahead, sweetheart.
Oh no, thank you, dear. I'm gonna say one thing, real quick. It's crazy that y'all freestyle is killing the majority of these niggas' records.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, facts. Like, you know, I don't know what's going on here, and I know what the little lady is saying, the little princess. She's basically saying like, yo, we know that we dope. Our neighbors know that we dope. Moms, dad, our brother, our sister, everybody know that we're dope. But how do we get that out to the masses? And you know, like Brother CL said and Brother Earl said, politics is the way you put your videos together. But beyond that part, beyond all those parts, is still a question mark in between. You feel me? I mean, let me close my windows. We know that, you know, the videos and the like everything Earl and CO said is very true and very valid, but it's still a middle line. It's like a middle line somewhere where they don't want to tell certain artists, us, you know what I mean? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if I had the power to give you guys a deal, boom, there's no question, because you guys have quality. You guys are talented. And then on top of that, you just mentioned to us it's a freestyle. Yo, it's people gotta play 20 records just to get a buzz. It's niggas that gotta play 50 albums just to get a deal. You ladies play 2 songs and you're already crushing everything that's moving. And I know how you feel, because that shit is dope. It's quality. It brings back a old presence. Like that music you ladies spitting, it brings back an old vibe and a good vibe. And a lot of these artists, they don't do that. They just have a vibe in a moment. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let me add on to that too.
For the moment. Go ahead, CL.
The thing is that y'all don't have to, like, to me, y'all don't have to rush it. It is about just making this dope moves and the right moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, always sharpen the sword. Always, you know, perform, make records and perform and you know, work on that 360 artist view. But my thing is, don't rush to push out something just because you're building a buzz by just being solid in what y'all doing so far. That time's gonna come. You know what I mean? You're getting ready, so that time's gonna come. Because you're already here. The fact that you're on this call is a move. It's the fact that, like, okay, y'all taking yourselves more serious than a lot of artists, for real. So,
Right.
Yep. I'm gonna leave it at that. I know we can go back and forth and talk, but I just gotta keep
this
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Because this is Daryl Peak, Rhyme World, Mr. Nice Guy, and all that. And let me just, you know, say what I got to say. I've been on the call since, you know, forever myself. But I got them posted on my page right now. That video that they shot. I want everybody to go check that out. You know, they doing a freestyle. They doing a freestyle to, you know, put your hands where my eyes can see that. Good friend of mine, you know, they made that record, Shamello and Buddha, Rest in Power. So, I mean, the quality of the video and the content, and I mean, when you're talking about now, what's going to separate an artist from the rest of the millions of people that's out there is going to be the lyrics, number one. Okay, so I've been listening to them, and they have something to say. So you have to have the wordplay, you have to have the lyrics. AG knows what I'm talking about because he's got, the lyrics, and you could really pretty much cut through like that. You put in the work. Like my grandmother used to say, look, you put in the work, and you're gonna get what you put in. So number one, they with AG, they recording at DIT Studios. They around a strong foundation when it comes to New York hip hop. And everybody does a lot of talking, but anybody that knows me, money talks, right? So, with that being said, Rhyme World, AG, you know how I get down. You know what I do. I need those freestyles. And, I just need the cash app where you want it to go. Where you want the money to go, to you, or you want it to go to the girls. But, I'm going to put, I'm going to say that this shit is hot. This shit is nice. And I'm going to basically put my money where my mouth is. So
shout out
I don't need a drop. I don't need a drop,
Right.
but I'm going to drop this money via Cash App and let y'all know how I feel about them, and I like what they're doing, and I know that they're going to be, they're going to blow up. They're going to make it.
That's fine.
I put my money on it. That's Cash App. All right.
A huge endorsement. Shout out to Rhyme World for that. That's what's up.
Word. Shout out to Rhyme World.
Hey, Mix CEO, we waiting for you to say something, man. What's going on?
Shout out to you.
Mix CEO Dick.
Where he at?
It's all good. We are here. New Music Wednesdays. Girls, I want to tell first of all, thank y'all for coming on. I'm gonna end on this tip. I know you wanted to play this earlier. I finally found it. I didn't even AG couldn't find it, but now I found it. But I'm gonna go out with this last one, and this is the first of many meetings, man.
Yes, definitely. Thanks for having us.
I keep it 100, man. I would even press it up. Like maybe I would take a page out of some of the old school shit. Like take 4 or 5 of these freestyles and put them on a, maybe go back to doing a piece of vinyl with the straight up white label writing on it and get that out to a couple of people. Bring it back.
CL, I'll buy it.
We definitely gonna have vinyl soon. Don't worry.
Yeah, keep it funky. AG know what I'm talking about. Like get a marker and write on it. You know what I mean? Don't like make people listen to it. You know what I mean? Like bring it back to like records that we used to be digging through at freaking Rock and Soul and Fat Beats and trying to find whoever had whatever, wherever. So all right, I'll go out with this, and then we're gonna get into the rest of the show.
Go ahead. Real quick, could y'all please put y'all Instagrams in the chat?
Bigger is doing it right now.
All right, cool.
Okay.
All right. Word up. Here we go.
If you keep sending me that, and they send the shit me somewhere else.
Don't step on the shoes cause the fit look good. Fatty and the tits look good. See us hopping in the foreign on the whip look good. Left Keisha at home.
Hey, yo, Eli, what the fuck?
Like drink, cups up. Shots, get fucked up. Drink, cups up. Shots, get fucked up. I don't dance, but I boogie though. You know I keep a gangster with his hoodie low. Got some hitters in the cut, they get busy, yo. Listen though, shorty tell her nigga watch my videos. DJs gon' bump this on the stereo. You never catch me hanging around the scary hoe. And you never gon' see me with a pussy nigga. He ain't buying drinks, then you ain't see me sing for the bitches, some for the robber, some for the tricks, some for Bacardi. She white girl wasted, these bitches feeling naughty. I love the way she shake it, tell her twerk it in the party. Don't step on the shoes, cause the fit look good. Fatty and the tits look good. See us hopping in the foreign on the whip look good. Left Keisha at home, cause that bitch look good. Like drink, cups up. Shots, get fucked up. Drink, cups up. Shots, get fucked up. When the Henny's in the system with the pack wrong, ready to act up, let a bitch act wrong. I'm the Don Dada, Lil Mama, I'm that Don. Use a note around the party, Lil Mama get passed off. Buy a couple more bottles, that's cool with me. With the shits and my niggas with the foolery. Got my ocean 30, so I keep the two with me. Truthfully, using me. I told him let's party like a jubilee. I don't pardon myself for excusing me. Excusing me, I be with him who to be. It ain't safe no more where I used to be. Don't step on the shoes cause the fit look good. Fatty and the tits look good. See it's happening in the foreign on the whip look good. Left Keisha at home cause that bitch the hood. Like drink, cups up. Shots get fucked up. Drink, cups up. Shots get fucked up. Some for the bitches, some for the robber, some for the tricks, some for Bacardi. She white girl wasted, these bitches feeling naughty. I love the way she shake it, tell her twerk it in the party.
My bad, y'all. That's my song. Like, that's my shit. Like,
As you should perform. What's goody banger? K Banger in the building.
Shout out to K Banger. He the one that had the Febreze spray and Febreze, y'all.
Nah, not you got the Febreze though.
All good. Well, ladies, thank y'all for coming on. You already know this is just the beginning. Shout out to everybody who came, support them. Shout out to everybody who's on here. It's all love. This is the beginning. Girl Code. You got Shot, Bigger, High, Sadiddy.
Yes, we here.
If you see Sadiddy say hi, just know Shot Bigger never left. She always here. You heard?
Say hi, and me and Bigger saying hi back.
Can we get some drops?
Shout out to Chuck Platinum. Shout out to all the DJs on here. Shout out to all the supporters
in the building.
Everybody, hope we answered y'all questions. And if y'all have more, y'all can always just ask on a personal level. We here with it.
Drops. I know we're gonna want some drops. I guess. AG, should we get at you for that?
We have posted the email in the chat, so we got y'all.
All right, things are moving and grooving. Well, ladies, thank you for tapping in. Like I said, this is just the beginning, man. It's just the beginning of a lot. We'll keep on doing this stuff. Word up. We'll talk offline about other things you should be doing. Y'all should be definitely moving in on that Hot 97 Who's Next and all of that, especially in New York. There's a whole lot of things that you got to get tapped into. So there's work to do. It's just the beginning, you know?
Right. If you guys be in the car early in the morning, like 7, you know, y'all could turn on Hot 97 9 times out of 10. Y'all gonna hear that Girl Code spin that for me, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we here with it, and I respect everybody on here for for me opening up, speaking to us. We don't bite.
Right.
She feeling that. I can't. I gotta go.
So crazy, buddy. All right, let's get back into music, y'all. You already know we're just gonna keep it moving and grooving. The music Wednesday, 6:00 in New York, 6:10. Sun is going down. I missed all of the fly shit, but it's all good. I'm about to get out there tomorrow. Word. All right, let's go. I don't know what happened. It's not playing the song I wanted to play. This is amazing.
Who's that though? Who's that?
All right.
That was nice. That was nice.
Yo, who was that?
Watch Legend pop up and be like,
sound like Thundercat to me.
Nah, Legend go be like, yeah, that's new Lee Renee right there.
I know, let me know what I'm talking. Like this guy, like a science. No, the artist is Serpent with Feet. The song's called Heartstorm featuring Nano. Or Neo, I'm sorry. Just some new stuff.
That was her. That joint is groovy, man. Where are they from?
I don't even know. It's a vibe.
Yeah, it is.
Vibing on stuff. The record I'm trying to play, it won't play. It's crazy. I don't know why it won't play.
But you played the right one that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know, I ain't gonna lie.
That's new. That's refreshing. That's gonna grab the people right there.
Yo, if they put some kind of button behind the art, that's gonna go crazy.
But that was some Sir, Thundercat. That's a good chill vibe playlist song right there. Definitely.
Okay. I didn't expect the
It like reset the room, you know? It did.
Yeah. You know, listen. I'm just joking. I don't know. Man, we got away from our conversation earlier, but I did want to take 2 seconds to big up DMX for sure. I think they're doing something for him tomorrow in Yonkers, which is probably going to be crazy. I'm pretty sure it's going to be nuts. Like we all know, a lot of people got love for X, and they're doing a prayer vigil for him. I know today was like a big day for him in terms of his prognosis, and I think they're like, really trying to figure out what's going to happen. But let's keep him in our prayers. I know the brother's been through a lot. What really messed me up was that Talib Kweli interview, when he really just told you the story of how he got hooked on crack, which is one of the craziest things that 14 years old person who's 30 something, who he trusted, gave him a blunt where he thought it was just some green and it was something else, and could never turn back from it.
And
Just
that's
destroyed his life.
like that's like Bobby Brown and his shit. Like it's some fucked up ass situations out here, man. Like
say it again.
And those are examples when, like, certain people wonder why individuals are the way they are today. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, where's the OGs at? You know what I'm saying? And like OGs who either do look out or they're not OGs and they don't look out, and they put kids in compromising positions that like alter the course of their lives. Like, it's wild, man. Like, it's even more reason for us to like look out for the next generation under us.
And that's what I'm saying. And like, I understood what he was saying. Like, when you just felt like, man, like, why would you do that to a kid, a child? And he just never could. And I'll be honest, man, I know he's had that back and forth for a long time. And I can just hope that he actually,
Yeah, this is what I deal with every day. His situation, of course, as a youth, he comes from where I work at. And I was in a yeah.
Exactly. Go ahead, Swerve. That's exactly right. But go ahead.
He came from the actual where I work at. He came from here as a youth. They got younger pictures of him in the cottage that he was in and all that. And I was in a room on Clubhouse last night, and like 2 people was like, yo, I worked at Children's Village, and actually one of them was your blood of CL Kashmir. So he was talking about, so it's like, it's crazy the things he was dealing with and what's he dealing with now. But I know we all pulling for him.
No, that's real talk, man. It's so close to home because that vigil that they did in White Plains that's like my hometown, White Plains, Greenburgh, and that brought out people that I haven't seen in a very long time. It brought out people from the other parts of Westchester, because the thing about DMX is that he's a local guy. He's a local dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, he lives in White Plains, but from Yonkers, and the furthest, I think he moved upstate at one point, but he'd always be down here because there's nothing, he wants to go ahead and he spends his money locally. So the regular people know, they know, oh snap, you got the Rough Riders jacket. That's real. If he's known at even like Kennedy's, fried chicken. Like, if you on a regular basis, if you go to White Plains, I BS you not, you can see DMX freestyling with some kids on a Friday in like on a sidewalk, battling, rhyming. So it's not an uncommon thing, you know what I'm saying? He's a very local guy, and it was great to see all that support come out. Because while he's battling what he's battling and things he's probably been through, still, he's a local guy. People know him. You know what I'm saying? So
yo, he could pull up to literally any hood in New York and get love.
Not just New York, Connecticut too. Connecticut too.
X, man.
Yeah, a lot of people came from Connecticut, by the way.
I already knew that. I already knew. Connecticut shows them love. Connecticut definitely shows them love.
A lot of people from Connecticut pulled up at that thing. It was crazy. I was like, yo.
CL, speaking of Connecticut, Benny the Butcher is doing a tour that's coming to Toe's place.
Oh, that's gonna be great, crazy. What's up with that? What we doing? I'll be up there.
I'll tell you the date. I'll send a date to your phone. I don't know if I'm gonna be working there because I got 2 other jobs, but if I got that night off, I'm walking in there. Hopefully, I don't have to pay. We've been closed for a minute, so hopefully I won't have to pay. And if I can bring a guest, you can be my guest.
Let's
right.
go. I need a reason to go up there, man. People that don't know, Coach Place is a legendary venue in New Haven. Broke, I don't know how many artists, but it's crazy because it's like a meeting point to me between Hartford and New York, right? So it's like an hour away from where I'm at. And I guess it's like, what, 30, 45 minutes from y'all in Hartford?
It's about like 45 minutes. About
Queen, you on
45.
mute. I don't know if you're trying to talk, but you on mute, Queen.
Yeah, DMX was at Toad's Place a lot of times as well. DMX.
Yeah.
So many
artists. DMX in Connecticut. This is a problem right here.
Yeah, man. All right, let's get back into some music. Again, rest in peace. Well, not rest in peace, but shout out to DMX. Prayers up for DMX. That's what it is. We're gonna get into this based off of the amazing versus battle. This week, me and Bionic, he texted me. I was like, "Yo, this is." I don't know if did everybody watch it? Anybody not see the versus battle?
I didn't see the verses, but I'm about to watch it on my big TV once we get off of this because I did the same thing with Chef and Ghostface. I watched it on my big ass TV. I'm like, nah, I gotta see this. Fuck a computer screen. I need my TV.
I'm gonna go out there and say I think it was my personal favorite verses for me personally.
It was the best to me.
Yeah.
Aside from Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey was doing a little much. But,
he was whack. He was whack.
Too much. Always doing the most.
I didn't want to disrespect him, but I felt like he was doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? He should have just let it
He was
run.
doing
But
too
outside
much,
of that, like
man.
it felt like Saturday morning while my mom's just cleaning the crib. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like a kid listening to the grooves and all of that. So yeah, that was definitely one of the illest joints, if not the best.
Lux, did you watch it? DJ Lux, did you get a chance to check it out? I don't know if you can hear me. All right, Kermit, did you watch it? I know you watched it. All right, but you know what? Forget it. I'm not gonna play the record. Here's the new one. I got a shout out to Swerve on this one too.
Yo, real quick, can you play that?
Yeah.
Let me know if it sounds like somebody else wrote this. Somebody familiar.
That's what I was gonna say. That's why. That's why.
Play it. Let me know if it sounds like somebody wrote this.
Just play it.
Listen, man.
Who doesn't sound like is missing on that song?
That's Robert all day.
Hell.
Yo, my man went to jail and they sat there and said, yoink. That joint is fire.
Yo, you know what? I ain't gonna say nothing else, but you know, we can say what we want to say, but R. Kelly's a talent, man.
Yeah,
it is. He's a talent. He's definitely. That song is a hit for them. I mean, it's a good record for them. Honestly, I mean,
it's one of them right stepping joint, Chicago film.
Oh, dude, I made up a whole step move up here while that thing was playing before he even got to the instructions.
Demo that it targets is going to. It loves it off the top. Like I don't see, you know.
So Bionic, the question is, because everybody talk about how they don't want to play Kel's record, so you know he wrote for and produced for a lot of people.
Right.
This is Ron Osley. We already know what it sound like. So okay, if we stand on, I'm not saying you, but I'm saying the people that on that vibe. If you want to stand on that, are you gonna play this record and it's a real feel good record? We know who produced and wrote it.
Listen, man. People are wishy-washy and have always been wishy-washy, especially when it comes to boycotting or canceling and all the other stuff. People have always been wishy-washy, man. At the end of the day, with this record, people are gonna overlook. Now, yeah, you're gonna have some people to stick to their guns, but for the most part, people are gonna be like, look, man, this is the Osley brothers. Because a lot of times, and I said this a long time ago, people didn't boycott Robert Kelly, people boycotted R. Kelly. So his music was still getting played. It just wasn't him on the title of it. He wasn't the performer of it. And that's how I've always felt about it.
It's such a, like, you know, there is a thin line, but I made up my mind a long time ago that your musical talent, all right, I have to separate that from whatever personal crap you got going on. If I did it for Kobe Bryant, then I got to do it for R. Kelly.
If you did it for love, yeah.
I got to do that. I got to say, I'm going to sit there. R. Kelly made some of the best songs I know, or whatever the case is now. It's definitely controversial, but listen, man, some of these records that he's made have literally, I've seen it where the the euphoria of the night just went crazy. Everybody just was in a trance in Chicago, in New York, wherever. So I can't just throw R. Kelly under the bus on the music tip. Now, personal life, that's a different story. There are a lot of artists that did crazy stuff.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. There's a lot of artists out there. If their closet would to come out into the light, shoot, a lot of people, for first and foremost, some people would be in shock. Like, come on, are you serious? But like, a lot of them do some crazy stuff, probably even worse than what Kel doing. We don't know about it. They probably come out later or sooner or whatever. But the thing about it is, okay, they probably their favorite artists or listen to their music. You know what I mean? We won't really have no music to play if we were to really boycott all the music of the artists and what they do. What will we play?
Shoot, man, forget the artists, the executives that push the shit. Like, I mean, they got darker closets some of these artists do, but one of my homeboys said, and it's fucked up, but he was like, it's not what you do, it's who you do it with. And essentially, man, like I said, he did what he did. I do not condone what he did by no means, but just like CL said, like, you have to separate, because a lot of the greats have a lot more flaws, have a lot more quote unquote devilish desires, if you will.
Of course.
And so, the part of it's not what you do, is who you do it with, is the part of you getting caught. But at the end of the day, man, just keep your house in order, man, and just keep it moving. That's how I look at it.
Shoot, well said by Bishop Bionic, the deacon. No, listen, we can't start like going into everybody's personal stuff, because at the end of the day, everybody got some crazy stuff. You know what I mean? Maybe not as crazy as that, but there are people that have drugs and all types of binges and all types of crazy stuff. I mean, man, this world is just it is crazy. Who knows, man? Shoot, I remember when I think it was Loon. Was it Loon? No, it wasn't. It was G Dep that had killed somebody, right? And acted like nothing, had a career. And the guilt had built up so much in him that he had to come out and he confessed to a murder. Now, I know he had the biggest string of his. Do you stop listening to G Dep because of that? Maybe some people will, but I'm not. I'm not.
Then the other thing some people will say is that's what they condone listening to him anyway. Not necessarily G Dep, but I mean, how many folk this guy done killed on record or that guy done killed on record, so that sin is okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
crazy.
Man, so-and-so shot somebody. I don't care. I listen to, what I'm saying? Like, that's in their music, so it's stupid as hell, bro.
That being said, man, we might well play a couple more records and whatnot. Man, this is just wild time. But R. Kelly, man, that's another hit. I guess they must have had that one stashed. It's the only thing I can think of. They must have had that one stashed, because
of course that was stashed.
Is he a writer on there?
I don't have any. It doesn't say it. I didn't look at the metadata, but it's R. Kelly wrote that record. There's no question.
It sounds 100% like it came from his pen.
No, listen, that's how R. Kelly wrote that song, produced that song. You can't just, even if you wanted to try to recreate somebody's sound, I'm sure Bionic will tell you it ain't just that easy. you might have a close carbon copy, but you can.
I want to ask you a question.
Yeah, they're trying, but it ain't R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying?
I want to ask y'all a question too, Earl, Bionic, and CL. Because to me, I'm looking at Ron Isley. Don't you see like some of the moves and maybe a couple of features here and there, like Kel's? Like just the movement, his like Kel's movement and features. Like I seen it through the verses and some in the video. I don't know. Am I bugging?
What you mean?
Like
the mannerisms?
No, like his move, his dance move, like the moves he doing, like you know, and kind of like what Kel used to do is also in the videos or on stage.
I didn't really pay too much attention to it, to be honest.
Yeah, I also feel like that's just some OG grooving type stuff. I'm not gonna just put that or subscribe that that's Kel's joint that Ronald Isley bought on phone.
Because I mean, it's part of being an OG is knowing what work. Lil Mo said it, like knowing what works and what doesn't. You know what I mean? And even at the end of the day, it's just like some stuff is universal. Some stuff just feels right. Like why does every little kid, every little black kid know the Miss Mary Mack song, but they don't teach it nowhere? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just natural.
These are good questions that I don't even have the answers to. No, I'm joking. Anyway, this is crazy, man. Crazy day. All right, I might as well do this.
They don't make music like that no more.
Look, first off, that for some odd reason, every time I hear Devotion, my mind goes to Mo Thug's Thug Devotion, dog. I don't know why. Like, it's just, I can't hear you, CL. Can't hear you.
I said, what? How does that even connect?
No, because they had a song that was like, but it's the same, like they sampled the joint. And I love Devotion, but every time the hook come in, my mind just goes to Thug Devotion. I don't know why.
Well, that's one of the songs that like just like they say, just uplifts my spirits. Whenever I listen to that record, I'm like, it just mellows me out, puts me in a positive mindset, and whatever was, I'm good. You know what I mean? At least for those minutes. So, shout out to the verses. That was a great verses. And
that song and Keep Your Head to the Sky.
Oh man, that's what they're all about. That's the thing about the Elements. They're about a higher power, higher energy in terms of like, they're coming with the comedic energy. That's what Maurice White is. He's into comedics and the energy that came directly from Africa. How it was healed. If they play an instrument in every one of Earth, Wind & Fire records called a kalimba. And that's like their signature sound. You hear it on like, sometimes you hear it more in records than others, but man, his spirituality was strictly on that comedic energy that connects to like, all types of physics, metaphysics, all of that. Really trying to, and I think, if like there's certain, I'm sure like, again, Bionic, and maybe many people on this call about, frequencies and how they can connect it to you to heal you. There's certain harmonics and frequencies that really can heal you. And they were like, Maurice White was one of them masters. He knew what to do. Definitely did. Anyway, I can go ramble on forever. I'll play a couple more records. I guess we'll end at 7 and get back, everybody's regular life. Then took it away from y'all for today, but I apologize. All right, tell me what y'all think about this right here. Nothing. Yeah.
Busta don't give a fuck about nobody no more, dog.
Nope.
Like Busta just be like, all right, look, every style I done put forth over the years, I'm gonna just give it all to you in one song. I'm gonna give it to me with Mariah Carey, and then I'm gonna give you daggone this other, like, come on, Bust, like, dude, it's out of control. And I love it.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah, new joint. It's called Where I Belong. It just dropped maybe an hour ago, I think.
I thought this was on the album. Could have sworn this
Is
was
it?
on the album.
Yeah, I heard this song before.
Yeah, that's why I made a mistake and thought it was the one with Trippie Redd, because the one with Trippie Redd, I think the producer sampled from Busta's album, one of the songs that Busta did.
Mariah's on that one too? No.
Nah, she ain't on that one. But that I got confused because I'm like, hold up. I think it was from the song they did. I don't remember. But I got the video already loaded. So when I get a chance, I'm gonna look at it. Because I think that's why I got it confused. Because I think they sampled from the song that they did with Busta and her. I think that's why I got it confused. Okay. But I could have sworn this song was on the album. That song that you played. I could have sworn that song was on the album you played.
Well, this is not New Music Wednesdays. This is Wednesdays. We play music. So, Word up. Shout out everybody hanging in there, man. Shh. That's an ill name. Okay, I see it. We just rocking. All right.
Legend, you wrong. You wrong.
CL, I was actually gonna daggone send you that record, but I was like, nah, I don't think it's gonna fit. I'll just keep it.
Well, you know what? All right, so let's go around it. Let's get the round table. Quick little, scale of 1 to 10. What y'all think about that record?
I like it. I like it. I like it. It's like what's that song he did with the guitars? I forgot the name of that fucking song.
How to Love.
Cool.
How to Love.
Yep. It's almost like Lot of Love.
No, How to Love.
Yeah, How to Love. You're right. I'm sorry, Legend.
No. It's all good. It's all good. He's not gonna remember this verse though.
He's not.
Legend. What are you giving it on a scale of 1 to 5? I 9 5. What you giving it?
I give it a 4. I give it a 4.
From 1. Okay, we said from 1 to 5. Okay. Legend. What about you?
2.
Oh, that's harsh. Hold up, you gotta see my face.
Now, if I'm gonna go off his verse, I probably give it I'll give it a solid 4.
Wayne verse?
Yeah.
That was a 4. 3.5, 4.
That's why I said 4.
I'm going on just the verse. Now the song, I don't like the song for real, so I get a 2.5.
Mo, what you thinking? I don't know. Okay, Queen, what you thinking?
3.5.
Damn. Harsh.
No, that's not bad.
You make it sound worse when you say it's not that bad. That don't help.
I think it was cool. In the end of the night,
and that don't help either. Yeah. I think it's cool at the end of the night.
Yeah, the end of the night. I don't.
See, if you play it at the end of the night during the day, you can play it. Mr. Midnight, that's nothing. I like Mr. Midnight. I'm sure you do too, Legend.
Look, this is the song. See how it
Legend soundtrack riding around Columbus.
Hey, we gotta get these cats out the club.
Yeah,
yo, CL, you done playing tracks?
Yeah, I think I am, man. I'm good, man. We played a lot of records. Actually, we didn't. We played records, but we didn't play a lot. Keep it real.
Yeah. Now I was gonna see if you could play that. There's a female rapper that was in the international music joint.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah. No. And on the Henny.
Let me find it real quick. I liked. Let me see something. Oh yeah.
Sex is the best sex. To use that latex, so you don't get that latex saying I'm late. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, last song. I actually like the artwork on this. It looks dope. Something that I would rock with. That was dope.
That was Annie. She's out of London.
You played something from her before, I think.
Earl, send that to me. I'll hit you in your email because I got your email. Please send that to me. That's hard. I like that.
Yeah, she's dope, man. I mean, she feels very reminiscent to like No Name. You know what I'm saying? Her drink feels like kind of like 90s Chicago, but like still like obviously like informed and articulate. So I thought that was dope, especially considering we had women rappers on today.
Yeah, it was dope. Word. All right. Well, that feels like it was a great day.
All right, guys. I'm gonna check y'all out. See y'all next week. I'm out of here.
Yeah. Me too. I think everybody's like, okay, this was a good long day of interviews and music and everything else. And
share the wealth.
To share the wealth, Errol.
What you talking
Queen,
about?
how that folder going?
Oh, nah, yo. So my man's.
Oh, that what?
The folder. Sorry.
What is that? Oh, you got some fire.
Commercial. So this is my man's brand, Talking Terps. Obviously things illegal here in New York now. They're based out of LA though. They're from New York, based out of LA. It's really like a cannabis ancillary brand, but with the new things going on, there's organics that are taking place.
Yeah, I need that. Yeah, go on. Share that. Yeah, send me the links. The link.
We seen you rolling. We seen you rolling.
What I will say is that
roll and share.
The whole herb industry is on fire. Well, the underground stuff is. You got about a year to get a license now.
Well, put it like this: they have a weed conference every 2 weeks in New Haven County in the Fairhaven area, which is one of the worst areas of New Haven, but it'd be popping.
Yo, 9-5, hit me so I can ride up. I'm riding up.
Look. I will hit you because the next one is the weekend before 420.
Ooh.
So yeah. Matter of fact, I got your number, CL. I'm gonna send you pictures and videos of what my people got. I don't smoke, but I'm getting some stuff for somebody for their birthday, so I'm definitely going to be in the house.
You don't smoke, you can sell it. It's all right.
Don't send them pictures.
It ain't mine. It was sent to me. I don't smoke.
Hey, good. It'll make that hair grow longer, quicker too.
What you gonna say, Earl?
I'm saying, we gotta make a play, man. We got High Times and Smokers Club in the back pocket, bro.
Yeah, we need to do some events, some shows, and really launch a brand.
White label our own shit and develop. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Time to do that, man. Launch a brand, man.
Digiweed.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Digiweed.
Guess what? It has a ring to it. I ain't gonna lie.
Digiwaxx extracts and organics. You feel me?
Ooh, okay.
Has a ring to
fancy with it.
Joking.
Look.
Hey, Earl gonna use the big words on you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay.
But you know who makes the most money, man?
Oh, Nas, imagine Nas song if I rule the world. Imagine smoking.
Yo, you know how much money they make off of selling like the other things that go along with it? For instance, like mulch and dirt, right? Huge game. Lighting, huge game. Pots for your stuff. It's so ridiculous. Tubing. What you call it is the light. The stuff to like
thermostats.
Yeah, they don't even use like because weed need to be grown all natural. So they have like ashes that you can put on the plant so that the bugs don't go and eat them. Like it's just
buy an acre and then just build a farm.
That's the real play, right? So upstate New York, probably the land up there, it's always been cheap. For us here, we could do that. But okay, wait, you have that. You got to separate all about this because
get off YouTube. Get off YouTube. Said too much.
Yeah, it is legal. We can talk about it, and it's happening. And ain't nobody doing nothing illegal. We are talking about a legal business.
Hey, I did invest into a lot of cannabis stocks.
Yeah. So how they looking? How they growing?
They looking pretty good.
Is it growing like the bud?
I'm gonna send you the 5 that I invested into.
Yeah, let me see that, man. Anybody? My crypto tip of the week. There's actually a couple. One, look out. Coinbase is going to be doing a public offering. They're going to be they are going IPO.
Whoa. What happened?
So Coinbase is going to be doing they're going public. So that's a great company to buy some stocks in early. They're huge. So I'm just giving you crypto tips. The second crypto tip is check out BitClout when you get a chance. BitClout. This is the newest craze, and they're expecting it to be the #1 social media platform at some point, because you are now creating your own coin and posting content, and people are A, buying your coin, B, sharing your content, and then C, you're able to buy other people's coins. So let's say you believe in Justin Bieber, that he's going to grow. When he first launches his coin is going to be like 50 cents. But in a matter of weeks, Justin Bieber's coin could probably be worth, 10,000, 20,000.
Whatever Snoop says, I'm on it.
I'll tell you this much. The day Snoop signs up, I am putting $500 on it quick. Or whatever I can. Buy as many coins as you can, because it's going to grow. But look at BitClout. You'll get an understanding of it. You should create an account there. I think my last tip today on crypto would be BitClout. We talked about that. Did everybody do did you get an unstoppable domain yet? Did everybody sign up for that?
No.
You should go to Unstoppable Domains and get your domain. $60. The difference is this. With a regular domain, you have to pay annually, or you'll do a 5-year package or whatever you want. With an Unstoppable domain, it's yours forever. And really what it is, it's the gateway to crypto for us to be able to send money back and forth. So I'll be able to send Queen, $50 of my crypto by just using, her, queenbee.crypto address.
So it's like Cash App.
This is the next level of Cash App.
Okay, got you. Got you.
If I want to be able to send from my crypto directly, instead of me having to find your wallet address and copy and paste that or whatever, you'll just use your domain. So it's literally like, sending a PayPal or Cash App.
All right. Are you serious about that what I was talking about? Because it's not this coming up Saturday, the next Saturday. And
what are you talking about? We're coming. What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm going to give. Look,
it's 45 minutes away from here. Are you crazy? We're on our way. What you mean?
Oh, okay. All right. I got your number.
So the details, send it. Why not? Let's go check it out, man. All around the world, we're trying to do that. So let's go.
Okay. All right. I'll definitely hit you with the information as soon as we get off this live, because I know it's in Fairhaven. I just got to find out exactly where, because it's undisclosed. If you don't know about it, you ain't in the know. I know about it. So
I'm with all of that.
It is what it is.
Let's go. Let's go see.
All
right, everybody. Peace, love. Have a good week.
Hold up. Friday, I am re-releasing my Bionic Bang Out, which is basically like during COVID, I just felt like doing some random ass shit and just did live versions of all my songs, put them up on Spotify and all that other good stuff. Then I took them all back down and I packaged them as one project and put them back up. So that'll be up Friday.
And then while you're at it,
congratulations,
on Christmas album.
Yeah, I said I got to start on that in July, so we'll see how that go.
Hey, shout out to your Bionic. I like that track you did on your Instagram, that one you posted last one.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
For sure.
I told CL I'm working on an NFT. So that last track I posted is actually the beat for the song that I'm gonna put behind the shit.
That's dope.
Good move.
That Christmas album, make it a holiday album, man. Just do vibes, and man, I think that's gonna be a money maker for you every year. The thing about Christmas
album,
let
me be executive producer on there.
It's a money maker every year.
Right.
Guaranteed, man. Guaranteed, man. And we can put some plays in action to where 1, 2, 3 stations put it in rotation, especially like North Carolina where you at.
Right.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, y'all know who y'all need to mess with? Your boy, what's his name? Michael Anderson, the one who got
Oh yeah,
What-
he's great, man.
He got like 15 stations and they all be killing. And he got a podcast station. And he has something else. So technically what we could do is like when we're doing this, it actually can be on the station.
Yeah, so he proposed that. And I sort of took him up on it. We just haven't done it. So you know what? We'll again maybe Legend, that's something you can just work on with him and we just get it done.
Okay.
It's simple as that, you know.
But
All right.
hey, Earl, how you feeling? You good?
Feeling good. I'm chilling. I was just looking at this article.
Oh, okay.
This guy, yo, come on, man. I'm a savvy vet. Don't come on, man. Come on, man. This is like season 17, 18 for me, right?
Anyway, let me get up and out of here. I gotta go do my thing.
All right, yo, I'll catch y'all later, man.
Holla.
Love y'all. Talk to y'all next week or during.
Right, have a good week.
Bye. Bye. Kids always in the house. That's love. I see Mo with his kids too.